Okay.
It's on.
Yeah, so we're recording.
You're figuring it out. You're figuring it out, Ryan.
Self-destruct
I know,
sequence
that one
initiated.
Oh no!
You see how much clearer the picture is? At least on my screen it is.
I think it's clear. Yeah, I think so too.
I'd like to be able to change my name.
I know you could do. Eric figured out how. I think when you're entering the call, you can change it. I don't know about.
So I'd have to leave.
I would like it. I guess so. I don't know if I don't like it either. I wish I could change the name too.
Yeah.
Only if you don't have a Gmail account or Google account, because it takes it automatically from your Google account.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to be Candybus on Google.
Yeah, exactly.
Honey, who's
you don't know me by
Candybus?
my true name. Who's that Candybus? All right, welcome back, everybody. It's time. Last session, the plan went off without a hitch. The Oceanid, Thetis, went into the underworld, found the Hecatonchonon, also known as the 100-Handed One, and brought them to Mount Olympus. You had all successfully and skillfully distracted the gods, and then brought these giant monsters to the surface. Beings that were so powerful that even the gods struggled to face up to them. Some didn't want anything to do with it. Some got fucking tossed. These were certainly not beings that were going to get defeated very quickly. And true to their name, with the power of their 100 hands, they were able to very quickly untangle Zeus. It also helps that they all have 50 heads, and when they put those heads together, they're kind of geniuses. So untangling Zeus was a fairly easy matter. Though Poseidon and Apollo resisted, it was to no avail. And the Hecatonchonon freed Zeus, to which he brought wrath and anger and order back to the mountaintop. All of you were granted the benefit of a boon. Each of you may call upon Zeus for a boon of your choosing. If it is within his power to grant, and it usually is, he will grant it. You essentially all have the wish spell. Not really, not literally, but you can ask him for a bit. Who knows what you might choose? Maybe a super cool weapon. Maybe you want to change the fate of a battle. Who knows? It's up to you. But he did punish the interlopers. He had Poseidon and Apollo serve the city of Troy across the sea. They were to build for them an impenetrable wall, a wall that would never fall, and serve its fair king as they did so. A humbling experience which both of them took on, one more wrathfully and angrily than the other. Hera was hung from the sky by the very net she used to entangle Zeus. She was hung from the sky as a humiliation and showing off of her hubris. And Athena was brought into private quarters, and surprisingly, at least by appearances, was let off without a punishment of any kind. You were then all addressed by Zeus and said, some of you helped me when this first all initiated and fought to protect me, and to those I give thanks. And the rest of you, while weren't loyal in the beginning or didn't help in the beginning, it was through you that I was freed. So he said, so through all of you, loyalty has been shown, and that you should endeavor to continue to fight beside each other, as that would be his wish. He then gave you the location, through Hermes, of a very naughty philosopher who needs to get his ass whooped. Apparently, while Zeus was off the throne, the balance of the universe was not in perfect concourse. You guys have now been venturing into the cave of a very warped philosopher. His body has become maggots and worms and all kinds of gross insect shit. And he has magic, and it is up to you to destroy him. Some vital notes before we get to the battle. In all of his anger, the son of Ares confronted the group about some of their behavior, about, the conflict. Some people fighting against him and his sister, and so on and so forth. And the idea was brought forth that Romulus has been unscrupulous in his dealings with other party members as well. And I think quite wisely from Dolion, he said, each of us are compelled by our natures, and we have to accept each other for our natures. Which I thought was, I think, a wisdom that a lot of people, in even the modern day, could take very well, and that'd be very good for all time. And that seemed to generally kind of bring wisdom to the party, if you will. The last thing of note is that Vasaliki has returned to you all covered in blood, having encountered some strange goings-ons away from the party. It's at a certain point she disappeared from the party. Something had happened that has probably left her with a little bit of a look in her eye that is not as her usual self. But right now, we are engaged in glorious battle for fame, for fortune, and for the glory of Olympus, and yourselves, of course. So let's get to it. Yeah, hit the Assassin's Creed battle for sure. Okay, we're so in this moment, Candybus, you finished getting your mani-pedi at the ship, whatever it was that you were up to, in the nearby city of Dolion, which is where your ship was all moored, is where you guys found information regarding this missing philosopher. As you come downstairs, battle is in full, is it going? I'll tell you what, roll initiative. I'm going to just slot you in here somewhere that makes sense.
11. So, right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll put you right in the middle, just to make... So I don't remember what everybody rolled, so we'll just put you right in the middle. Because 11's very... we'll put you a little lower, because...
Taylor, you asked we were level 6, right?
Yeah, we're level 6.
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that. I was wondering that same thing. Yeah.
We leveled up like 2 sessions ago.
He became into
He's none the wiser.
All right. Let's get to it. So I just want to go down the order quick and establish what features, abilities, so forth are currently active in the playing game. Vasaliki, you are prone. You biffed it trying to go over that wall. Do you have any other abilities going on?
Yeah, I've got Water Walk going and Throne's Authority going. So it's a 3d6 for my next one.
Understood. I'm going to turn down that music. I think we're a little too hard. Okay. Excellent. Candybus, you've just arrived.
I have great nails.
You got your... That is a status.
They're pristine.
Pristine. We know that everybody, say Candybus, has Water Walk going, thanks to Girl Braces. Braces, what features do you have going?
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I have. Water Walk is not concentration. Everyone has it for an hour.
Nice.
I don't have any concentration stuff up at the moment.
Okay, no worries. What about Throm is currently like sitting there with like a bit of whatever grass in his mouth, and he's got like a little butterfly flying around his head. He's chilling out right now. Dolion, what about you?
I'm just in the corner over there. I don't have anything running.
Fair enough. Romulus?
I don't think I have anything up.
No, I don't think so either. You used your tactical thing, and that was that. If my spawn has anything going on, it's none of your goddamn business. So Vasaliki, it's your turn. What do?
I'm going to stand up and get into the flank.
All right, stand up and get into that good flank with Mr. Romulos. All right, go for it.
I'm going to make Oh, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark first,
That's fair.
and then make 2 spirit attacks.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Cool.
Ooh, natural 18 and a natural 19.
I think those will hit.
Great.
Well, that one. Yeah.
Okay, this is a bunch of damage. It's
I believe it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
22.
Come on, no nat 20 for me off the gate? Nothing?
No, not 20.
She's
Shocking.
fucking flirting with it. 18, 19 off rip.
Yeah.
That's just a tease.
God, you're such a tease. Oh my god.
31 points of damage.
Yeah!
Thanks.
That's a lot of
Nice.
damage. God damn.
Yeah. Had my
Alright, you slice into a bunch of worms and maggots sort of fly out of where you stabbed in. You killed many of the bugs, but some of them kind of like get on your wrist.
Oh, gross. Okay, we're gonna kill him for that. Another spirit attack.
How dare you bleed when I cut you, you fucker.
Oh,
There's a nat-
but this one is a nat 20.
There it is!
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
I knew it
Now
was
we
coming.
can
I knew
continue.
Incredible. Okay, so D8, D6.
How are you rolling so many dice, Vasaliki?
Well, I've got a D8 for Colossus Slayer and a D6 for Hunter's Mark. And then the 3D6 was my charged up from Zeus, but I don't have that this attack.
Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's the Ranger's definition. It's like a million abilities for 1 dice each.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to do math.
It's 34. 12 plus 22.
12. Oh, great. Okay. 30. Yeah, we'll go. I don't want to do the math. Whatever.
34. All right, you come in there. You're wielding your what are you wielding? What weapon are you
Just a
using?
spear. Just a plain
Just a
spear.
spear? Are you using your Zeusy spear, your lightning spear?
No, because I get a higher die on the spear.
Oh, okay.
than I
Just a
do
standard spear. Oh fuck! It takes half damage on this shit.
Oh, well, no.
Okay, so that
Well, some of it was lightning, force, and piercing.
well, we got to divide it then because he does get resistance on some damage.
There. Okay.
So I gotta subtract all of this so that we can do it correctly now.
Do
Oh,
any of your
God.
abilities change like the damage type of the attack?
No, unfortunately.
So you
Okay.
did
I wish.
22 on. You did 22 damage on the first one.
No, I did like 31 damage on the first one.
Yeah, I'm gonna subtract 31, and then I'm gonna subtract your. I think you got like 32 on the second one, right?
It was 34 on the second one.
34. Okay, got it. So yeah, give me those damages again, but divide the like the damages.
Okay. So 11 is just pure damage. It's the force and the lightning. So take 11.
So 11 is just standard damage. That's gonna be 5 damage.
No. I'm saying 11 was lightning and force damage.
Oh, got it. Okay, 11 was lightning, of course.
And so 20 of it was piercing, so that would be reduced to 10.
All right, 10.
And for the next one, oh god. For the next one, 3 was force damage. So that should create 3 damage.
3. Okay.
What's the full D6 on that? That's okay.
Oh yeah, plus a full d6. So yeah, 9 total on that one.
Got it. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, hold on. 7, 18. What's 18 plus 16?
34.
Oh, maybe I didn't do the math right.
That would be the 9 plus the 16, which is 25. So half of that.
Okay, thank you. Half of 25. Oh my god.
12, alright. So it came out to more damage than before. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. No, it's okay.
Plus,
No, it didn't. Yeah. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, fantastic. We're square now. Okay, you did significant damage. Oh, you can't forget one really cool, important thing I did last session. I dominated Romulus. He is under my evil command.
Oh yeah.
Is the thing bloodied yet?
Yes, he is bloodied. Yeah, absolutely, he's bloodied.
That was all my action economy, so that's my turn.
That was impressive. All right, you come in, spear in hand, lightning surging up your spear. You like stab into him and like bring it around and going for like another. You're just stabbing away with that spear. Well done. That is then going to bring us to Candybus, who has stumbled upon quite a scene.
Yeah. Do I see this like barrage of attacks?
Considering the angle and the fact that the guy's actually kind of slight, you kind of like squint your eyes and look over to the island, and you just see like Throm, Vasaliki, Throm and Vasaliki just go into town on something out of sight, and every hammer blow, rather than producing a spray of blood, produces like a spray of like maggots.
Okay. Can I get over there? Preferably without getting wet.
Probably not. You have to make your way all the way around if you want to use your feet. But you can get a good view. So if you wanted to like step over to here, it's like 23. Maybe we want to step back a little bit. Yeah, maybe we put you back here. So 10 feet of movement. Then you're kind of getting an angle on this like hooded figure.
And that's who I think is like getting attacked by my fellow demigods.
Yeah, everybody's pointing, aiming, and fighting this thing. This like what looks to be like just some dude in a robe.
Well, I'm going to trust in my allies, and I'm going to summon a construct next to him to kind of keep beating this robe guy's ass.
Fair enough. I like how you put that. All right, we're summoning a construct. What is your construct? Look.
It's going to look like. It's going to look like Zeus, of course. It's going to look like Zeus. He's going to be made of stone. A stone construct of Zeus.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Does the spell on Romulus, is it a concentration spell?
It is, and I have rolled for it.
Okay. I just
It's still no, good point.
I can't remember which one it even was.
Oh no, this is the one right here. Look at that.
There you go.
That's the statue. That's what we want. That's what we talking about. Yeah. All right. You make a statue sort of emerge up from the ground, and then in a moment form into the image of a wrathful king. And that's like you turn around, and you go, "Papa, Papa." All right. What next for Candybus?
And do I see Romulus as well?
Yeah, you see Romulus. I don't think, in fairness, he hasn't done anything yet. So he's just got this kind of look in his eye, this weird look in his eye.
That's how he looks. So I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration.
Oh, nice!
Oh.
Yeah!
Honest.
What do you say? What's the inspiration?
Romulus, I see you're pondering something quite heavy. I hope this finds your heart. Strikes true. And yeah, I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
Are they D8?
Incredible.
You will
They
die
are
last.
a D8. Yeah.
You die last. Yeah, you're. I think it remains inspiring because of how delicious the irony will be when you gut him. All right, fantastic. Well done, Candybus. You guys
now
are
it's the
putting up-
construct's turn.
It is, oh yeah. Let's let the construct go. Absolutely. All right. Does he want to hop into? Oh,
He goes
think we're getting a
immediately
flank.
after me.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna get a flank, but he can certainly get in there and attack if you want.
Yeah, he has 2 attacks. Let's see here.
You mean like on Smash Bugs? You just make it fall a dumb.
Yeah, make it kind of like that. Zeus smash. Yes. Good.
Alright, he's got a +7. First one is an 11.
An 11 will not hit. I'm afraid to say. He punches it, but not with enough. There's no bones to this thing, so it just kind of blew because it's made of bugs.
Ah. Natural 20.
Hey!
Hey, let's go. It's a good morning.
Alright, so it's D8 plus 8. So 16 plus a D8. Bludgeoning.
16 plus a D8.
And 7. So that would be 21.
Oh,
plus-
shit. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, 20.
21. Yeah, no, excellent. 21 is excellent. That will be reduced by half to 10, but it was a good boom pummeling blow. Unfortunately, he doesn't have bones to crack, but it's still a good shot on him. Well done. Is there anything else for Candybus?
I believe that is it.
Understood. Also, who's poisoned? I'm pretty sure I slammed someone and they got poisoned. Might have been Thor. No, it wasn't. I don't think I got it. Anyway.
I think you just joined.
Yeah. Okay. What am I up to? I feel like there's got to be a legendary action because I'm getting ganged up on pretty bad.
Hello.
Hello. Let's do a legendary action. He's gonna try and slam Vasaliki. He's gonna swing that hand as hard as he can. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, make a con save.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I'm not good at these. Oh, but I got a 17.
A 17, that's pretty good. That's a failure.
A
Do I
failure.
see her?
No.
You're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as his hand just kind of punches you with some force as the fist kind of like grows with its maggoty size. But as it punches you, you do feel the little pincers and whatnot sort of rake down you, and you are going to be poisoned.
No.
Do I see the attack? Of Vasaliki?
No, you do not. She's in full cover.
Okay.
And then he is going to use his reaction, since you failed a saving throw in his presence, to do Feed on Weakness. And he will drink your demigod blood for 10 temporary hit points.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now it's Thrasius' turn. Thrasius, you're up to bat. What would you do?
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do I have here? Did I see a spell get cast on Romulus?
I don't think so. Not from where you're standing.
Can I tell that he's under a spell?
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight. 21.
He seems to not be behaving as he normally does, and I'll leave it at that. That does not mean that you believe he's under a spell. It does not mean you believe that he's going to attack you. He just is acting very strangely all of a sudden.
Okay, that's weird. Can I go around to get a sight on the worm mage, the worm
Absolutely.
wizard,
Yeah.
the wizard of worms.
Wizard of Worms. Hey, it's me, the Wizard of Worms. I'm from New York, baby. All right. If you move to like here, 20 feet, he's got quite a bit of cover, but yeah, you can see him.
Okay. Okay, in that case. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast a third level guiding bolt at him.
All right, go for it. He's got a lot of. It's a tough shot. It's a tough shot. Go
Get
for
up in there. Just get up in there. He can't hurt you that bad.
Yeah.
it. He's
I'm
like, no.
I'm gonna attack. Yeah, okay. I guess first off, hold on.
Give me that attack roll.
Guiding bolt to hit 26.
That'll hit. It was a hard shot. You had 3/4 cover, but you make the shot. Well done.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll for. Only 21 radiant damage.
21 radiant. That's pretty good damage. 21 hits just fine. Next attack against him has advantage.
Yeah, and I launched it from my spear, the light from my spear against him. A thread of like silver light struck him, and now he is glowing from the wound.
He sure is. I'll say with this glow now, it becomes very, especially for you, Candybus, it's very apparent. Like now that he's glowing, you're like, okay, let's get a good look at this guy. And he like does like one of these, and you see under his hood is like a white porcelain mask that is being held in its position by like what on a normal person would probably be like what at first maybe looks like oily black hair is actually like worms and maggots holding this white mask up, some of them like crawling through the eye slots and like falling to the ground. And its hands completely consist of these worms and maggots and insect creatures. And you gather that this is like a bunch of bugs in a robe holding this like strange white mask up.
How dare they?
The white mask also has a crescent, a slight crescent moon at the forehead. It itches the back of your brain. Something about it.
Yeah, I don't like anything about this.
Okay, excellent. Well done, Thrasius.
And-
We're gonna take. Oh, yep.
And I'll actually stand there.
All right.
I'll drink my healing potion. Actually,
Sure. Yep. Bonus action. Drink up healing potion. Alrighty then. That'll bring us to Throm the Conqueror. All right, Throm. What's the plan?
All right, so let's see. So the creature is made of multiple. So it counts as one specific creature, though, right?
It is one creature. Yes.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to. Am I close enough to hit it, like melee range?
yes.
You most certainly are. Yeah. If you wanted to, you could move into a flank with the statue of Zeus.
Okay, yeah, I'll move around with it.
All right, you get right up next to your good buddy Romulus and flank for advantage.
Okay, and then I'm going to use Wrathful Smite.
Nice. We love a good wrathful smite. That's quite like it, mate.
You say what's up?
No, yeah, go for it. Just saying, go for it. Just
Okay.
being shithead. That's all.
Okay, there we go. Did I roll? No. Okay. Then I just roll for it. Why isn't this working? My bad. I'm just trying to get to.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, casted. I don't. Why isn't it rolling?
Check the upper part of the screen.
You said the upper part of the screen.
Yeah, sometimes you can see it up there.
Doesn't look like it. Unless it's not going to me.
Okay, because I casted. I'm not seeing where. Action. For some reason, I'm not being able to roll it. I just clicked on it though. So, cast.
You have physical dice by chance?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, let me see. I can just. What's an easier way I can do it? There.
Is the smite something you add on to your weapon attack? Maybe you have to do the weapon attack first.
True. Let me see. I think it was a spell.
Well, the raffle smite comes after the attack, so definitely roll the attack first.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Figure that's fine.
Yeah, it gets tagged on to your next hit, so we gotta hit first.
Okay, gotcha. That makes a lot more sense now.
Cool.
Okay. 16.
Learning has occurred.
Hell yeah.
Got a 16.
16.
But do you have advantage?
So you do hit. If you want, you could roll again and see if you crit. You can crit fish, as we call it, because you have advantage.
Yeah, I'll roll again.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
Oh, I got a 8.
You still hit.
Okay.
So you're good.
But you still hit with a big bad gap. Yeah, you still hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Just start with your normal stuff, and then we'll deal with the raffle smite in a second.
I got a 10.
All right, 10 bludgeoning damage. I'll be reduced to 5. Now, if you go to your
Does
spells,
your smite change the damage of the roll?
no, it does not.
Oh, okay.
So go to spells and just scroll down to Wrathful Smite, which should be in your first level spells.
Yep.
And then I think a little bit beside it should be the dice roll you need to make.
Yep. Oh, I did a level 2.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep. Good. Okay, I got 6.
6 psychic damage. Excellent. I believe there is another effect. I think it's for fear, right?
A creature with melee and armed range of minute. Target takes an extra 1.6 damage to wisdom, and it must succeed a wisdom throw or saving or have the frightened condition.
Okay. You slam this thing into it, and what's going to happen essentially is that, like, as you hit it, the worms and insects and whatever that get thrown off of it onto the ground go and then like crawl themselves away. But the rest of the amalgamation continues to fight as it is immune to the frightened condition.
Oh no.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no. It cannot be frightened, for it is legion and it is many. If one or two are frightened, the rest will continue to fight, it seems. Well done,
That's
though,
fucking
Throm. I
sick.
believe you have a second attack.
And then I'm going to do another strike, and then I'm going to use. I'm gonna strike with my Morning Star.
Very nice, very nice.
I got a 27.
Woo! You got advantage if you want to crit fish.
Then that's funny.
Oh, it's an nat 20!
Yeah, I was about to say 27.
How many? Okay, guys, you can't all roll nat 20s every turn. It's not.
I didn't roll nat 20.
Statistically, it doesn't work that way. Go ahead and give me some damage and roll over the crit. So add the maximum possible roll of your dice on top of the normal roll.
Okay, I got 8 right here, and then another one.
No, you don't need to roll again. So excellent. So you rolled 8. And a morning star is a D8, right?
Yep. And then I'm going to. I'll say.
So you add 8 on top of that, so that's 16. He's resistant, so that'll be 8 total damage he is dealt. He's a hurting, folks. He's a hurting bad.
And then can I use my stone strike as well?
You sure can, my friend. You sure can.
Okay. Oh.
Yes, I think you can.
Yeah, it's
I
at.
think you can.
I'm sorry, target takes extra 1/6 damage. They have to succeed a strength or be thrown back 10 feet. Okay, ready?
Succeed a strength save or be thrown back 10 feet. Got it.
And I throw an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll that. That'll be a crit as well.
Oh, 4.
So 4, and it's a d6, so an additional 6 damage. So 10 will be reduced to 5. On the strength save, he rolled a 16. Is that a save?
Yes.
All right, so he does not get knocked back, but he is tremendously hurt. He is very, very near to defeat. Well done, Throm. Is there anything else?
There's not.
All right, he's gonna fucking legendary action throw a punch at you.
Well, damn.
That is going to be a 24 to hit, Thorn.
Yep, it hits.
All right, you are going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
Con save.
Roll high.
Roll well, my friend.
You know, for 30,000 worms in a trench coat, this guy's pretty tough.
14. I got a 14.
A 14, that is a failure. You are poisoned. Unfortunately, the poisoned condition, unfortunately. Then that will bring us to Dolion. Dolion, this worm boy, he's pretty hurt. What do you do?
I would like to position myself to be able to shoot through this gap where Throm is standing, if possible.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. It's tough to get over there because this is But I'll tell you what, we're gonna rule accrual it. All right, son of Hermes, I want you to roll me an acrobatics check.
Alrighty. Oh, seriously, I got a gap. And a 9.
Roll with advantage.
Okay.
We're gonna use your Hermes boon today. Hey, I like that a lot better. Okay, you just need to know you need to get there. So you run, you sidestep, and you jump into the air, and you go sailing up into the air like over here, and it's almost as if like gravity just for a second is like taking a break, and you just flutter up into the air as if you were lighter than air, like your own. Like you feel like your own father. You feel like Hermes in this moment. And as you're hanging there in the air, where you're catching mad airtime, you got that nice, perfect view. Yeah. Your bullet time up in the air. You can just through the air if you want to. Yeah, you got a good shot on him.
If possible, can I aim at the mask specifically?
Sure, absolutely.
I'd like to do that.
Got it. I'll tell you what, because it's a smaller. Well, you don't worry about cover, so you just go right ahead.
No. And do I get advantage because they're in melee, right?
You get sneak attack as they're melee, but you hid at the end of your last turn, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in that corner back there.
Yeah, so you will still have the benefit of stealth. So you have advantage, yes.
Okay, excellent. Let's see what we get here. Well, that's a bad one. So that's 27. 27 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me some damage.
Okay. So this is the piercing damage is 11. And then my sneak attack is so it's 24 total piercing, so 12, I guess.
Well, damn.
I guess it's the math. I don't know if it makes a difference if it's the math.
I will say, so it hits the mask. I'm going to say that, we'll say that it goes through the eye hole, but the tip of your arrow is larger than the eye hole, so it clips the eye hole there, and it lets this like crack go up the side of the mask, and it definitely reels back as your arrow like sails through the back of its hood, and it like reaches for the mask as if this is the first time it's actually felt pain. So the mask is cracked. Is there anything else?
I would like to go back into my little corner if possible. I don't know how I'm going to land though. Where I'm going.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, I'm so good.
Am I going to land in the water?
Yeah, you land in the water.
Okay.
But it's okay. You
I'll use my movement to get out of the water, and then.
Yeah, and you can roll another stealth check if you like your bonus action.
So, 26.
Yeah, you're well and truly stealthed. And lo and behold, I made it to Romulos' turn with the con saves intact, baby.
Really? Wow.
We're gonna have a last legendary action where I'm gonna have him punch Vasaliki. But I think it's gonna miss. It's gonna be 17 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Okay, you're already poisoned. We're not worried about that. You're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I try and my damn thing? It's yeah. Well, can I try guidance? No.
Guidance?
No. Tactical guidance. It's not. It's only for an ally. Never mind.
Okay, cool. That'll bring us to Romulos' turn. Romulus, as you look around at your allies, your body seems to almost like... I'm flavoring it as this is like a mind thing. So as you turn around, you look around, and all you... Like this guy, you don't know this guy. Who cares about this guy? The guy in the row. All you look around and see at your own party members is like all of the old rivalries or jealousies or betrayals or whatever past rivalries have passed between you and your allies, and murderous rage fills in you. What do? You are in melee with Thorn, as a reminder, but he also doesn't know that you're a bad guy. I mean,
Yeah.
He doesn't know that you're the only good guy, I should say.
Yeah, who's concentrating on something right now?
This old boy is, but you're not hurting him right now.
See any head veins?
Any head veins? I will say that, proposals of Professor X's. You know, Candybus is focusing on the construct, the summoned construct. I don't think anything else would be obvious, no.
Okay. And hold on, let me look at where I am. So, what allies are near me at this current moment in time? Just Thorm?
Thorm's within 5 feet of you. It would probably be a little hard to get to Vasaliki, but she's there. She's within 10 feet.
Okay.
I mean, Thrasius is like 10 feet away from you.
And would I know if Water Walk is a concentration spell?
No.
No, you would not. You're
You would know way.
We must keep in mind that we are in archaic times, and not even mages know a lot about magic. So you, being a warrior, don't know how this works. So you do not. I would say you do not know, considering you're a pure and simple fighter, without any previous training of Arcana. So yeah, you have no idea.
Oh no. Got it. Okay. Could I get up and around Thorm?
Sure. Yeah. You walk through Thorm's space, and I'm sure Thorm is like, "Yeah, of course, buddy. You're here to fight the evil Miget dude, of course." So you move through his space for 10 feet, and then you're right next to him, and you can go to town if you want. Well, you're already.
I want to position myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to position myself so I'm kind of. And
breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, break it up a little bit. How do you want to position yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to do the in front of back to in the wall where I came into.
Okay, got it. Got it. You're right there within 5 feet of him, just like you want.
Okay. So, I'm gonna hit him twice with the Harpe of Reaping, and I'm gonna target his Constitution twice.
All right, make me some strikes.
That's 11 to hit.
11, I do not think hits Thorn.
Nope.
You have a bardic
suddenly-
inspiration.
I do have a bardic.
Thanks for reminding him.
A D8 at this level, lad.
It is, in fact, a D8.
Oh.
And if you use it on an attack, you can. Let's see here. It also triggers a con save.
Each will heal. All right.
But that's 14 to hit.
All right.
No.
14 does not hit Thorm, so you slash across his shield. Thorm, you just kind of react. Like you didn't know it was. Oh, you're son of Apollo. What am I fucking talking about? You're there and you're like, yeah. You let Romulus through, and you're fighting away. And just for you blink your eyes for a second, and you just see the image of Romulus attacking you. You open your eyes, as you had this precognitive prophecy, and turn over to see that exact thing happening. You get your shield in the way. But con save from you, Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
Son of Apollo's got precognition. I need to know. You can see the future.
13.
That fails. And
Alright,
you
what
take take an additional 3 thunder damage.
All right. The hammer blow, the slash of the harpe was enough that it does sort of it rumbles in your bones, and you feel the pain of that. Go ahead if you want another attack there, Romulus.
Oh, of course.
Cool. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm a player and the DM takes control of my character, like dominates me or whatever, it's the most fun. I have the most fun as a dominated character.
Okay.
That's your
That'll be
favorite spell,
26
Ryan?
to hit.
Hey, this time, yeah, you smash the shield out of the way. The first one was just a wind up, and then you slash. Go ahead and do damage.
Alrighty. I'm gonna inflict Doom.
Oh shit, dude!
Doom.
This is the first time you've used Doom.
Alright, that'll be 10 plus a D10. Alright, so 6 on the D10. We're at 16 damage. And I'm gonna inflict a seal on him. And could he
hang on, how much
please-
damage was that total?
16 so far, yes.
Got it. So 16 damage, Thorm. You're taking 16 damage.
All right.
And go ahead. Sorry, Romulus, continue.
Could he please make a Constitution saving throw?
All right, and a con save, Thorm.
Constitution. 20.
20. Yeah, that's a save. That's a save. Is there anything else for Romulus's turn? Anything else for Romulus? We gotta lay. Okay, I think he's all right. We're gonna call that. I think the internet took him. Or the reception took him anyway.
Do I see him attack Throm, or is it a situation where I just assume he's attacking the worm guy?
You guys are demigods. You guys are you have the blood of God in your veins. I think when you guys do something, it's not subtle. And I also think that you guys are perceptive enough that it's not. You're also as demigods perceptive and intelligent enough to see the reality of things. No, you're you see Romulus with all fury attacking.
Oh.
I think everybody has. Yeah, I don't think that's his hidden.
Yeah. And I think that'll be my turn. Yep, that's it for me.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of interposing myself in between Storm and the.
Narratively speaking, sure. Yeah, you absolutely will say so. Yeah. But it is Vasaliki's turn. Vasaliki, Romulus has turned against Throm. The weird fucking worm monster dude is like, I think specifically confronting you with all his legendary actions. Wait, it's my turn. It's totally the stuff. Never mind. Fuck off. It's my turn. Okay.
Wait, I have a thing. Because there is a stone construct next to him when he starts his turn, he also has to make a con save for stone lethargy. Or wisdom save. Wisdom save.
It's only going to be 13.
DC 15.
Ooh.
When a creature the construct can see starts its turn within 10 feet of this construct, wisdom save on a fail, the target can't use reactions and its speed is halved until the start of its next turn.
Understood. All right. This is what's going to happen. My boy's really, really hurt. So here's the plan. He's going to drop his stave to the ground, which is going to like shatter as it falls to the ground, as if it was only being held together by the fact that it was in his hand. And then he's going to take his wormy hands, and they're going to snake into the front of his robe, and he's going to rip it open and scream, and a plague of worms is going to fire from him in all directions. As you guys are basically, like, as if, like, it's like somebody took a water balloon and threw it on the ground and water splashed everywhere in all directions, but it's worms.
It's a yuck bomb.
A worm balloon.
It's a big yuck bomb.
Who's never had a worm balloon fight?
A worm balloon fight. I need Romulus, I need Throm, I need Vasaliki, and I need Zeus as a statue to all make me dex saves. I also need Romulus to make a wisdom save to see if he can break the dominate monster.
Okay, I'm just making the wisdom save, correct?
You are making the dex save as well.
I got a 19.
Wisdom and dex.
I got a 6.
Correct, Romulus.
Okay,
6.
sorry.
What did you get there, Vasiliki?
19.
19 is a save.
Statues? Not that dexterous.
Apparently, not that dexterous, yeah.
It was that.
Very stiff.
Very stiff, yeah.
22 dex and 10 wisdom.
22 dex is a save, and what was the wisdom?
10.
10, okay. You remain dominated, but you did dodge the Plague of Worms, as did Vasiliki. It sounds like Statue did not. How did you do, Throm? Did you dodge it? You're muted. You're muted, Throm.
I got 16 on dexterity.
Okay, so that is a failure. The statue of Zeus and Throm will take 32 necrotic damage each. They will both be blinded and restrained, as the worms are so thick that it coats their entire body, is all over them, blinding them and holding them in place. But you two managed to get out of the way.
Okay, how much damage?
That was 32 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. The statue starting to crumble.
Starting to crumble. Throm, you got 32
have no
necrotic
life.
damage. You have no life? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Well, okay, got you. All right, so Throm goes down, consumed by maggots and worms. He's down.
Is it a saber suck?
It's a saber suck, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Perfect.
However, it is worth noting that the worms and insects have not left Throm, nor have they left the statue. They continue to bite and eat as they are coating both people. Okay. Vasaliki, you are up. This guy has just exploded his worms all over the place. He has been beat up by all of you guys. You see that he's barely able to hold himself together. What do you do?
So I can't blink with Romulus because he's not my ally right now, is that right?
No, you can't flank with Romulus, no.
Okay. And I'm...
You can flank with the statue of your father.
He's going to take a quick reaction to regain 10 temper. He's going to take 10 temper.
He doesn't have
can't take reactions.
You can't take reactions, oh fuck! Alright, well done. Sorry, Vasaliki.
Can I stand on top of Throm?
Yeah, sure you can. As you stand on his chest.
I'll stand between his legs.
I'm getting the worms off of you.
He's a big guy. He can handle it.
Yeah, you're just kicking him while he's down. Just absolutely, don't worry, I'm killing the worms, I promise.
How dare you
okay.
attack my brother? What have you do?
Sure,
what have you done to us?
What have you done to us? Yeah.
You
All right,
do
you.
an ancient bug
That Romulus is a bad guy, and so is the bad guy, and neither one is going to let you through because they're both against you. So no, you're not getting a flank this turn.
Oh man. Well.
Use your ancient bug zapper.
Yeah, honestly, dude, you are. If there's ever a god of bug zapping, it's probably your dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do a straight roll or if I want extra damage. I don't know. I think I probably need a straight roll because I have disadvantage right now. So I'll do True Hunter's Mark.
True Hunter's Mark. Engage.
So I have advantage on attacks, but it's a straight roll because I'm poisoned. So. I'll make 2 spear attacks.
All right.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's actually getting obnoxious.
It's amazing! Oh my god!
It's impossible.
It.
It's not possible.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
Yes, you rolled another one. I'm convinced D&D Beyond is we want them to use our site, so we're gonna fucking give them extra.
It's like when I rolled 3 in a roll carrying.
Hey, there's this one guy called Ryan Dahl up in Canada. Let's fuck with him specifically.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Just his players. Let's give all of his players efforts. Okay, go for it. Roll me some damage, make it big, make it bad. And be sure to distribute what damage types you're doing, of course.
Okay, so all of this is going to be piercing, so 6, 15, 31. So 31 points of piercing damage, but 15, so half to 15.
Alright, 15 total damage. How would you like to slay the maggot monster?
Oh, nice! I will
On a
say,
nat 22, you gotta make it good.
I'll say, how dare you corrupt my brother? And stab him in the other eye, opposite of Dolion's stab.
Alright, you plunge your spear into his other eye hole, even larger crack until it splinters into 5 pieces of almost like porcelain that fall to the ground at his feet. And all that can be heard is the sound of 100 worms and 1,000 maggots going and not exploding or anything, but just suddenly not having this hive mind any longer to keep it corporeal. It just turns into a massive pile of maggots and worms that just fall and roll off of each other and start gathering themselves and cockroaching around and through the divots in the rock and whatever. All of the insects basically just become normal worms and insects and just start running away in their ways. Worms are very slow, so there's probably just a large pile of worms in the middle that is just kind of writhing and sort of squishing around in the middle there. But the enemy is defeated. The robes go limp. The 5 shards of the mask fall to the ground. The enemy is defeated. Okay. Before we proceed, I'm going to ask, is there anybody interested in helping out our good old pal Throm? As Romulus, you come back to your senses. Thrasius, did you want to give him a little healing word just to cover that?
Sure. Hang on.
Sure.
I will also give out a healing word.
I'm
okay,
close.
Awesome. You can both give a healing word. He might need it because the worm. Oh well, he
14.
died. Okay, 14 healing to Throm.
And another
however, 9. Another 9. Okay, so 14 and 9. No, go away. It's not what I wanted. So 14 and 9 becomes 23. The worms get off of him, but not before dealing him another 18 points of damage. At the end of his next turn. So that was 23 healing together. So 23 healing minus the following 18 damage. That comes out to 5. So you're at 5 hit points at the end of the day. Got that?
Still muted.
He's still muted. I'm going to take that as a yes, then.
Yeah, he's nodding.
I'll get a nod. Yeah, okay, excellent. Okay, with that, the battle is concluded. All of our mechanics and, due diligence is dealt with. The blood rage leaves you in this moment, Romulus. And you find yourself standing over Throm. You may not have brought him low, but you certainly saw to it that it was possible. And maybe an uneasy-looking party around him, if not anything else. What happened in the immediate aftermath? The worm guy incorporates. Healing is given to Throm, and he's severely wounded by all this. Romulus kind of seems to be coming back to himself. What happens?
I think he kind of shakes his head, Oh no.
What the? Hasn't this happened before too, right? I feel like Robin's got.
It probably has. Ryan and I love doing this together.
I know Brandon's thing. He either wants to heroically sacrifice himself for everybody or kill everybody.
No in
Kill all his
There's no
allies
in
or save all of
between.
his allies.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
Oh man, what the hell? What was that?
I think he'll kind of disregard what you're saying, and he'll be like, stand aside. And then he'll take his hand, kind of cup it around his heart. And then he is going to use what is known as his Infernal Conduit dice. And
finish him off.
He's gonna... It was always going to end this way. No, he...
I was never possessed. It was me all along.
I let it happen.
He digs his fingers he puts his fingers to his chest, but then it almost seems to supernaturally Kalima go into his chest with no visible damage, and you're gonna see this energy, his life force, kind of be pulled into his palm, and he's gonna place that hand on Throm, and he's gonna do what's called the invigorate. So basically, I can. Oh wait, I don't think. Fuck.
But it's pretty sick. What is it? What does it do?
I know.
He's holding his heart in his hand. He's like, "Oh, this is awkward."
Okay, so basically, as an action, I can touch another creature and spend one or more of my dice from my pool, and the target must make a con saving throw.
Oh, you're breaking up again.
We lost you.
Okay,
again.
I at least heard con saving.
Yeah.
Let's get the con saving.
Yep. I don't want to hurt him, but if you would allow, I would definitely pull some of my life force out to heal him, if that's possible, with this ability.
I don't know. It's your ability. Tell me.
Oh, shit. You're gonna put him back on death seats. He only has 5 hit points.
Yeah, I mean,
I can do some more healing. We can do this a couple times.
I'm about to say I do have lay hands too.
yeah. I'll just skip it, but usually I would be able to pull HP from someone and then put it in myself. So I'm trying to.
You want to do the inverse?
Yeah.
No, you've got invigorate. You can do it to another person.
Okay. If you agree, then yeah, I'll go through with it, and he can willingly fail.
It's kind of a weird one, but yeah, on a failed save, the target regains hit points equal to the total you rolled, and you take necrotic damage equal to the total. On a success, the target regains half as many hit points, and you take necrotic damage equal to the total.
Yeah. So that's like me pulling some HP from myself, and then giving it to him if possible.
So what did you roll on your con save there, Throm?
Or you can just choose to fail.
Not on a con save. Your body will
24.
You can choose to fail strength and dex, but everything else is
Okay.
20. Yeah,
This ability
absolutely.
does say he can willingly fail if he wants, but
Oh, okay. You tell me, Throm. Throm, Romulus just attacked you, like violently to try and kill you, and now he's like, "Just let it happen, bro." As he stabs his fingers into his chest and like pulls out a part of his healing and starts like coming towards you. Would you resist, or are you like, "Yeah, this is chill"?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna grab his hand and stop it, and then I'm gonna heal myself with my lay hands and while looking at it for that strike.
No! Yeah, you grab his hand. You're like holding it back, so he will heal half. So you can roll whatever you got to roll there, Romulus, and heal him for half and take from you half. But yes, you can do your lay on hands for sure. So you guys, you're like, "What the hell, bro?" And he's like, "Oh no, stand aside." It just wouldn't happen. And Thor's like, "No, stop, no." This is kind of what's happening in front of all you guys.
okay. I rolled 8 off of my 2d10s. So I will take the full 8 necrotic damage, and he will regain half as many hit points. So he'll regain 4 HP.
So 4 HP to you there, sir.
Ready?
And whatever you wanted to use from your pool, your pool for sure.
Oh, I'm gonna use 30 points.
Oh no, he'll regain 8. He'll regain 8.
Okay, whatever. Let's move past this. Let's
Yeah,
past
sorry.
this ability. Okay, got it. Yes, please, fast forward.
Am I still poisoned, or is...
No, it's ended now. It was for like a turn. You're good.
Yeah.
That goes for anybody else who's poisoned. You're no
Okay.
longer poisoned.
Can I go pick up that mask I saw?
Sure. You want to touch it?
Do I detect any magic on it?
Do you have some ability? Are you to detect magic?
I don't have detect magic on me today.
And it sounds like a no. You touch it?
Touch it.
I'll touch it.
I can dispel the magic, but I'm not going over there.
Okay. You pick up the shard. The weapons cracked it, but the ground didn't. It is impossibly smooth. It's a bit sleek, like it's moist on the front of it, as if there's like condensation on it, as if the mask itself was like sweating, and it's impossibly white as well, like untarnishedly white. And in ancient Greece, like unless you're laundering your white linens and you're of a fairly decent class in society, like white, not in any way tarnished, is very eerie to come upon. Like we don't have the cleaning supplies and whatever the modern day. Back then, a pure white is probably a very strange sight.
Do I notice anything strange about the symbols on it?
You can roll and check if you wish.
Okay. 22.
The symbol of the crescent moon is one of mystery, and it could represent Artemis. It could represent Hecate. Difficult to say. But it is definitely a moon, and the iconography of the moon usually means something to do with hidden, unknown power, unknown strength. You also hear, a new hand touches the mask.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
Mhm.
it's gonna be even.
I'll
That was
come
good.
around the corner and say, I hope no one's touching that mask.
Too late.
What, did you want it?
No, I'm pretty sure I touched it before and I did not like it. Let's see.
Was there actually a voice that came from it?
No, there's no voice. I'm just being a shithead.
Oh.
I'm just goofing.
Yeah, when I touched it is when it activated the first time. So
Oh.
broken now, right? So I think it maybe worked.
Hmm.
And I think I succeeded enough on my Arcana or something to know that it was related to Hecate, so I'll let y'all know
Yeah.
that.
It was most probably related.
I would second that.
Can I try helping Throm up to his feet?
Sure. Yeah, Thorm, Romulus offers you a hand to accept it.
I grab it and stand up.
Very nice.
I apologize, Thorm. I seemed to have lost my senses.
I feel no need. Battles come and battles go. We all know this.
Such an insightful man.
So wise.
Are you a philosopher, perchance?
In some sense.
Ah. Well, let it be known, and he'll kind of gesture to the rest of the party. I am apologizing for what I did. That was not me. I was being controlled.
Well, better you controlled than Dolion, I'd say, because that sneak attack looks feisty. I could take you any day, and she'll win you.
And he took that personally.
Romulus didn't like that.
You love it, yeah.
Romulus will remember.
Yeah.
I think the first time I was in this cavern area, I think I noticed that there were a couple other exits. Was that correct?
Yeah, there were other entrances deeper into the caves, yes.
Okay. So like, do you guys want to go further deeper into here, or maybe some stuff? And is there a way to get to the central island without going into the water?
Yeah. You just gotta take the long way around. So you just walk around the shore and come across.
I will do that. Yeah.
I will also do that.
All right, you guys do that without issue. Yeah. And once as a reminder, you guys come upon a fairly rudimentary campsite. Like clearly this guy's like a hermit, or was a hermit. There is lots of candles around, and even unused candles. This person, and then there's like a lot of tablets around. Not necessarily like well-made tablets, like bought tablets from a stall, but nonetheless, this guy's been like writing using like pick and hammer, chisel and hammer, I should say. So there are writings strewn about on various like stones, which would be like the equivalent of back then being like scrolls.
Can I examine them?
I'll tell you what. You examined the maps. So if there's anyone else who would like to look around first, let's hear from them first. You are muted. That's the key.
I'll look at the scrolls. I'll look.
Okay, you go to the tablets. Yeah, Vasaliki, did you want to as well? Sounds like.
I wanted to help Dolion.
Help Dolion. Okay. Does Dolion have intention of?
I'm gonna look at the bag that was there.
Oh,
Yeah, Vasaliki, you're like, come on. Go look at it.
Well, no. I just don't have a good modifier, so I just want to give someone advantage. So.
Okay, you can help out Thorm. Thorm's looking at that.
Perfect.
Okay, Thorm, I need you to roll me an investigation check at advantage.
Investigation check. All right. Investigation.
No bleeding.
Right there. I got a 10.
One time.
Yeah, you get to roll.
Oh yeah, roll again. Yeah.
A 1.
Dang.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna expand a tactical guidance.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's a boon feature. Use your reaction to allow an ally within 30 feet to reroll attack, save, throw ability check.
One more roll.
It's a reroll, so he gets to roll with advantage. He gets to completely reroll.
It's 10.
One more.
Right, you got one more roll.
If it's another one, that'd be hilarious.
You can roll better than a 1.
I got 18 this time.
Hey.
There we
That's
go.
better.
That's much better.
Between Vasaliki, Thorm, and the wise recommendation of the Son of Athena, you guys are able to like sift through all of this. First and foremost, on at least one of these tablets, you find strange symbols that are wrote much like one would write a language, and you understand that the strange language they're speaking, that is the same language that the speaker, the lurker of the threshold was speaking, is there. So you effectively have one tablet, which could be useful if one of you wanted to try and disseminate the language of chaos. It is possible. I will say there's another tablet where like the words are kind of like going from like Greek into this chaos language. And lastly, you go through the writings, and it's basically this person is interested in, was like a philosopher who debated the nature of the gods, and thus the nature of the Titans, and thus the nature of like Gaia, and thought that this was a good place to do it. It is under Mount Olympus, it is close to the Earth, and then there's a lot of conjecture about like, well, what happens after that? There's like, the legends tell of chaos, but what is chaos? Is chaos a single being? Is chaos a place? Is chaos just the amalgamation of all things before it was created? Stories can only be relied on so much. I'll need to dig deeper. And then there's one where marked with the crescent moon, stating that he found a patron, one who was willing to share with him secrets about the greater beyond, a greater understanding of the beyond. One of which is that chaos is, first and foremost, it starts to sound like crazy ramblings, where he's like, chaos is all things. Chaos is everything that the gods fight against, but it is intelligent. It is it has a personification, but it is also a reality in and of itself. It sees and it knows, but it is a thing that has its own space and time. It's like the Earth, but more. And it starts to ramble a little bit, where it's like, okay, is this actually like intelligence, or is it just going crazy?
Is it going anywhere?
And then the last thing of interest, where the words start to turn into chaos writing, It's rather fresh, actually, rather fresh writing. And it says like, it seems that the space between this world and chaos is thin. Now's my time to explore what's on the other side and meet chaos myself. And then that leads into sort of the weird writing, and then the last tablet, which is just pure chaos writing. So that's what you learn.
I think while they're looking at that, I want to also look at the mask. I just want to, like, not even investigate it. Like, I saw the mask. I saw the symbol on the mask. It, like, made my brain itchy. And I need a closer look at that.
Understood. Yeah, you head over and you look at the fragments of the mask. You take them. Again, you feel the sort of slick feeling of them. How perfectly smooth the mask is, save for the cracked edges. But they're in like 5 perfect fragments the mask has become. You hold them in your hand and you definitely feel something paying attention to you. As if this mask were like a window, and something on the other side of the window has noticed you.
I think that like startles me. Like, that's not something I expected, and I like just reactionary drop the pieces that I had picked up.
And then you drop them, and then you're gonna see the piece. One of the pieces goes, like it's sitting on the ground. It goes, starts sliding across the ground of its own volition, and another piece, and another, and they all start sliding towards each other, and then all at once they go, like they shoot into each other and reassemble. The seam of the crack disappears completely, and the mask elevates in front of you, and the lip and the face starts to move like it were a normal face, and the lips move. It says, "Ah, my long lost servants. How are you, Candybus, son of Aphrodite?"
Is this a hallucination? I like.
Maybe you look around, you notice your friends are not moving. They've all gone completely perfectly still, like time has stopped. The water is not lapping on the shore any longer. The wind is still.
Old servant. I served you.
Still serve in many ways, young one. You know my name, though your memory is lacking.
Your Hecate.
Yes, we are Hecate. Not you and I, but I am many, and I am one. It has been some time, and despite your ignorance to your true allegiances, you have served me well these past lives. So take what you are owed. And that'll be the narrative of your warlock level increasing, and you feel knowledge flow into your mind of eldritch invocations and other powers sort of flood into your mind as if you had spent weeks at study in a second.
This is a lot. I don't even know what to do with this.
Do what you will with it. But know that you owe me much. I have granted you boons, powers, favors. You will have to pay the toll one time or another.
How will I know when?
I will tell you, my dear. But know for now that I am pleased. This maggot He was quite the failed experiment and needed to be scourged. So well done. Most well done indeed. Continue. If you find such aberrant beings, continue to wipe them from the face. You are a demigod after all, and is it not your purpose to slay the strange monsters and dangers of the land for your own glory and the safety of all? Continue this, and I will be pleased, and will call upon you again when the time is right. Keep this mask with you, and you should be able to communicate with me whenever you desire.
I see.
Keep it with you if you wish, but if you believe your friends would grow suspicious, or it would not do to have it upon you, I understand, my child. Your path is, well, it's at least yours to walk.
Candybus is like white as the mask. all the color has flushed out of his face. He's seen a ghost.
He says, "You have much to digest. Farewell, son of Aphrodite. Until next we speak." The seam in where the mask broke reappears. The mask splits and falls to the ground again in front of you. And then you hear sound return. And you hear the lapping of the little ripples of water return, and your party members wandering around or talking to one another, and time seems to have resumed.
Candybus, you're white as a ghost.
Yeah, yes.
Is he sick?
I think I might be.
I hope my pulse is fine. Does he feel like he has a fever?
No. He's a demigod. He can't get a fever.
Good point.
I think I just need some air.
Very well.
Can
We'll
I
clean up
sense
in here?
I was gonna say, can I sense any? Can I sense any of the magic that was used during that conversation?
How are you sensing? Are you using like divine sense? Or...
Yeah, well, we'll go with divine sense to see if I can see if there's anything, because of how pale he went out of nowhere.
Yeah, you use a divine sense. Your senses pulse from you like a sonar, and around you, you can tell that upon these grounds well, I'll tell you what. That pile of worms is still slowly dispersing. This ground, some of these tablets have the mark of desecration about them. That there is something unholy that happened here. Now, this is also ancient Greece, so it's not, things back then weren't as cut clean as like the devil is bad and God is good. So I will explain myself when I say desecration. You detect like powers not of the gods, powers not of Olympus, in and around this space, on the tablets, in the worms and the maggots. A little bit of resonance is still there, but mostly gone. The mask itself, the fragments of the mask, are strangely consecrated, which means that there is the power of gods upon them.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at him, and then just keep it in my head for now.
All right, fair enough.
The mask is whole now, right?
No, it's back in fragments.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Should we do something with this mask?
We can destroy it.
I'm here. No,
I say keep it. All forces can be conquered, even something like this.
Perhaps each of us should take a piece, or 5 of us should take a single piece.
Perhaps, but this item is a conjuration of chaos. And, well, being heroes of Olympus, chaos doesn't have much place, or shouldn't, in our hearts.
I am a follower of Apollo. A hero would be an overstatement at this point for the being I've currently become.
Indeed.
I think we may need to warn Olympus that it appears Hecate is, I don't know, has her own plans. They tend to leave her alone, but in doing so, she's free to act.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zeus starts paying more attention to the matters of the other gods, even the minor ones like Hecate.
True.
Well, I am sure that this philosopher used to be a respected member of society. Until chaos started wrapping its tendrilled fingers around his throat. Perhaps that is a lesson to be learned.
Are you saying this could be a fate that befalls all those that follow her?
I am not saying that, but chaos does not seek to have such a divine order as we have in Olympus. Even though there was just a coup.
Chaos is inevitable.
We don't talk about that.
For Throm and Vasaliki, what Romulos is saying about like the nature of chaos, in the one thing that was sort of like a rambling about the nature of chaos, on one of those tablets, there was one line that basically did describe like the order of Olympus is an exact anathema to chaos, and that like order and lawfulness literally stand against chaos, and that is both in philosophical terms and in like the metaphysics of like divine reality as well. So Zeus's order of the universe stands in contradiction to the nature of chaos, the original essence. So you two would kind of like, whether you want to write that off as madness or reality, that's entirely up to you, but you did find that in the writings as well.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Random chaos can only be destruction, but controlled chaos for the right goals. Now that's how you truly conquer everything.
I fear to inform you, Thorn, that some things, namely chaos, can hardly be controlled, let alone conquered.
This will be a fate we will have to see.
Again, we must be wary of the nature of the thing itself.
It is interesting how Hecate keeps showing up in these matches.
First in Athens, now here. I think it's worth warning the Olympians. Whether they heed our warning or not. Their hands are full right now. Zeus's hands are full right now.
Yeah, if he's dealing with his own chaos.
Well, we don't have much to report right now. I mean, other than we suspect Hecate of being up to something. We don't know what that is yet, though. So maybe we just keep digging and exploring.
Agreed.
It will take quite a bit of evidence to, to prove that any of the gods are acting against another.
Perhaps less than before, given the current circumstances.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm sure that some people, including myself, could do with a bit of rest. We don't have to take a full rest, but a bit of time to regenerate some stamina. Stamina. Yes. Could be good for us all.
Preferably not down here.
Indeed. So, why don't we finish up and then we get the hell out of this place?
Agreed.
There are other
All right.
avenues of exploration here.
Oh.
Does anyone want to look further into these tunnels, or do you just want to get out of here?
No, let's yeah.
This is spec.
Business in me, so let's check it out.
You have water walk for another hour.
Yeah, if you guys want to explore the further tunnels.
I'll take a shard of the mask. And if nobody else takes the other shards,
I'll
I'm
picking them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Candybus reaches and takes one. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get one. Get out of here. I want that piece. And so we will. Why don't we? It sounds like you three want one. So
I want specifically the middle one with the symbol on it.
Well, I'll tell you what. You were there first, and these three want one. There's 5 pieces. You can have the 2 forehead pieces that make up the half moon, and then you 3 can have each a piece as well. So each of you can mark down piece of white sweaty mask.
2 pieces of Exodia.
Yeah, you got 2 pieces of Exodia, exactly.
1
You
piece
guys
of the map.
Yeah, you said you wanted one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Throm, Thrasius, and Dolion each have 1. Candybus has 2. You all go venturing into the various caverns, looking around for anything of great interest. This one larger cavern, you are greeted by the sounds of like chirping and swishing underneath your sandal, which then inevitably leaks over the sole and under and into your foot, and you are standing on a lot of backwater. And there's a lot of bats on the ceiling. You guys are like, oh. And you're like, okay, I know why I'm coming here. Anybody that didn't want to get shit on his feet like I've got. However, Dolion, we'll say you and like 1 or 2 other party members go looking in this other side passage, which is a little longer, and then it kind of divvies out. You don't find any signs of danger. But you, Dolion, at the sort of intersection, it's only like 15 feet to left or right. So both of you just kind of do a quick examination, whoever the other person is. And you walk into that chamber, and you can hear the sound of like bird wings. You look through the darkness and up to it, and you see in the middle of the room is a pair of sandals floating aloft on wings that are innately made into the side of the sandals, much like Hermes' own sandals themselves, just floating there as if waiting.
I think I'll approach them and see if they react to me in some way.
They do not react. They just continue to float there. You walk up to them. Do you try and take them?
Yeah, I think I would almost treat them like they were sentient and be like, "Do you want to come with me?" Like, Are you for me?
Okay, let's do it. They flutter, and like each one will like sort of flutter up to you,
And
then
like, I'm
maybe like,
right now.
damn, your picture's going crazy.
I know.
There's like, too much divine energy.
Having a stroke.
Oh my
They float up to you and kind of like land in your hands if you put your hands forward. And the wings still kind of like fold like bird wings, but they still kind of like adjust themselves and moves. They don't go innate. It's like they are each one of them like a bird. But they sit happily as much as a shoe can and comfortably in your hands, like they're your friend.
I'm gonna slip off my sandals and put these ones on.
You put these ones on. These ones, they got that arch support. They've got the wings still sort of like flutter a little bit as if they're like alive, but they are there. They will adjust themselves sort of as you walk. So whenever you're walking, the wings still like move or like flare out or whatever it is of their own volition, like living constant things. But they fit on. They strap nicely. They're a perfect fit. And you may add the boots of flying to your inventory.
Awesome.
Wow.
I think that's what they're called, winged boots or the boots of flying, something like that.
As I put them on, I'm going to just a quick thanks, Dad.
Yeah, incredible. And with that, you guys have fully explored the caves. You guys return, and man, someone's got some snazzy sandals.
Nice. But all
These
right,
are
y'all.
my sandals.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. It's about that time. As you guys descend up out of that cave, successful in your quest to have slayed the monster. And you also carried with you a trophy of that slaying, which is important. Let's take a break. Come back soon. We'll continue our voyage from there.
No problem.
eventually makes it.
As am I.
All right. So a little longer break than usual. Cool. Cool, guys. Let's proceed. We find ourselves back in the village of Dolion, very close by without issue. Wandering all the old hunting paths and, a small hike later, nothing for a demigod to achieve. You find yourself back in the fishing village of Dolion, where a couple of small acolyte and fishermen celebrate you. Tales of your deeds are shared around the fire. I have no doubt our wonderful bard perhaps shares a... Well, you tell me, Bard. Is it a humble telling? Or is it a embellished telling? Is it tell me about your telling of the tale. I'm sure you must be going for it.
Oh, it's certainly an embellished telling. This is the telling of us defeating the worm men. Right? Is that the telling we're telling?
I assume so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a tsunami of worms. So many worms, you couldn't even count so many worms.
Yeah, people are shocked by this tale and disgusted by this tale. And their imaginations run wild with it, and I'm sure in the usual ancient Greek fashion, what ends up being implanted in their mind is very different than what you thought, and they probably imagine like a half man, half worm creature, which is what all ancient Greek monsters are. It's just half one creature and half another creature. So they probably think it's just a guy with like worm arms, and but like it's like shooting worms at you.
It's a worm with legs.
It's a worm with legs. It's like a mermaid, but like the reverse mermaid, where it's like a worm upper body. Anyway, they're shocked and horrified.
Mermaid.
It's a mermaid. It's a mermaid. Yeah, you guys are like, oh, we were like running across the water, and they're like, oh shit, it's a mermaid. They're shocked by the telling of this tale and ignited in passion and excitement to hear that this monster was defeated. People back then, gray morality is black and white is very much more easy and digestible for the unintelligent of the land to deal with. So to them, they're like, oh, there was this. So you're saying there was this like evil worm man amongst us this whole time, and you bound him and slayed him. Oh, you guys are the best. Maybe a performance check, Candybus.
Absolutely. That is a 25.
Oh yeah, your telling is miraculous. They will tell tales of you telling the tale for time to come. As if Orpheus is gonna have some competition whenever he shows up. But yeah, you tell a miraculous tale in a wonderful performance. And they break out some booze and serve you guys all up some booze, or maybe the better yet, probably your guys, the warriors, the Athenian warriors that you brought with you, probably break out the celebration wine, which is an important wine ration, important provision to possess on these voyages. And you guys have like a good night at the village and celebrate your victory and dance under the moonlight and you guys have yet to decide what to do next. So maybe we say ourselves sort of like, there's plenty to do here. While you're in the telling of the tale and the dancing, maybe in and amongst the crowd, you might see like, is that Apollo over there? Like maybe like sitting on a chair over there, you might see surrounded by laughter is a golden-haired man with a lyre. But then over here, you might see a man endowed in purple and leopard skin robe, sort of laughing with drink amongst those who are imbibing most intensely, or those enjoying themselves most intensely. Dionysus isn't the god of being drunk; he's the god of wine. So in and around you, the gods are here. They're always here. And you find yourselves with a little time to decide maybe what you want to do with yourselves. And as you sit around the fire late at night and surrounded by your fellows, reflecting on what's to come and what has been, what is said?
Well, I think I might say, I know we were all a little wary of each other coming down from the mountain, but we had each other's backs during the fight.
Mostly.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
True.
Is that Dolion vouching for me?
Yeah, I'm like your biggest proponent, dude. Like,
Yes, I would tend to agree. Other than my wonderful sister, of course.
of course. So I think at least that part of our togetherness is intact. It might still be awkward around the fire a little bit, but when push comes to shove, we will fight for each other.
I would hope so. I think we've proven time and time again that we are a unit together.
Yes.
While our motivations may be different at times, I think I would lay down my life. Anyone in this group. Mainly my sister.
Well, I'd certainly hate to be a horrible monster that stands in between us.
What?
Now that go Romulus.
Oh no, I was just commenting on what Candybus said. It seems like a very odd choice of wording for you, Candybus.
Why do you say that? Surely a terrible monster between us would meet a most unfortunate end for them.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you were saying you would hate to be a monster between us. Sorry.
I mean, I would that also, but that's not what I meant.
Okay. It is my fault.
Well, speaking of, where do we etch our names into history next?
Because I wonder how often we're going to be getting these assignments.
Well, for now, we can always head back to Athens and rest until our next journey.
Isn't Athens pretty far from here?
I mean, that's why we have a sailing ship.
It's a little far, but change your cruise. Everything's far.
Yep, time to go back home. It'll only take 10 years.
No, it's not. We're not. This ain't the Odyssey.
We could potentially check in with Artemis and see if she has a hunt for us. We are, after all, seeking glory.
Could be. We could also. That's definitely a viable choice. I'm curious. I wonder how her brother Apollo and Poseidon are doing building that wall.
And it was kind of pretty far down on like the list of weird things to discuss. But why, Vasaliki, are you covered in blood? Is there a story there?
Oh, why I was covered in blood?
Yeah. Are you okay? Is it your blood?
Oh, certainly not. Well,
ridiculous question.
Perhaps I need a few more drinks of you before we dive into this tale, but
I
sure.
won't press you if you don't
You
want to
never
die.
ask a lady why she's covered in blood.
I won't press you if you don't want to. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I am better than I have been in some time. I got vengeance, and well, it does feel good.
How did it feel?
Well, your father was there, and I was enraged, truly, fueled by betrayal. Well, if you must know, and she almost like can't help herself, like, because it's, I don't know, it's kind of a grand tale, and she's I don't know, kind of maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so she almost like can't help herself but tell her friends like what happened, and so she'll tell them about
Provide a backing track.
yeah, she'll tell them about her lovers and how she found Irene dead with a peacock's feather next to her, but there was otherwise no sign of like how she died. And she met Irene in the underworld, and Irene told her that she saw Hera usher her or kind of help her through death. And so Vasaliki put two and two together that it was Hera that had betrayed her because she is the bastard child of Zeus. And so she thought that Hera was the one that had killed Irene, and poison is, after all, the woman's weapon. And so she carried a hatred for Hera for some time, and then on the mountain confronted her about it, where Hera revealed that it was not her. It was Vasaliki's other lover, Amalia, who killed
Another woman.
Irene out of jealousy, and Artemis helped Vasaliki seek revenge, and in the final moments there was also Aphrodite and Ares there, almost as if like devils on the shoulder kind of in the situation. And she gave in to rage and the hunt and cast love aside. So she got her revenge.
I hope it brings you some peace.
Do you feel fulfilled after enacting your revenge?
Well, there is some peace and some fulfillment, but mostly just grief for the loss of Irene. Nothing will bring her back.
I'm sorry for your loss, Vasaliki.
Thank you.
Do you think that in committing this act, I mean, regardless of the immediate and soon after effects, do you think it was worth it?
Yes, she deserved it. She deserved divine retribution for what she did. It was the most selfish act, and not one of love, one of jealousy, and it just turned into a betrayal of our love. It was worth it. Yes, I feel justified.
You see Romulos kind of nods at that.
I've recently learned how complicated love can be. Much more so than I thought. Much more powerful than I thought. It drives people to do things they would not otherwise do.
This is true. This is true.
It is a potent drug.
Aphrodite does not get the credit she is due.
In some ways, she's the most powerful of them all.
She, I think, is the one that is most able to make people act in ways against their true nature.
Or is it in our true nature to love and be loved? I think it's still worth it. I still fight for what could be one day, once again.
I think that's beautiful.
Thank you, Candybus. I do have a soft heart, as much as I try to put up a face.
No. I'm sure it's just granite all the way down.
Hmm. Well, it is for my foes. Speaking of, we don't have many up right now. What do we intend to do next? We find ourselves without direction a bit.
Well, as you said, we could ask Artemis. She's always has beasts in her sight to slay.
Do you think she would want to? I mean, I could see her wanting to spend time with Vasaliki, but the rest of us, I don't know how enjoyable she would find our company.
I think she's pretty indifferent to me.
Well, as we just heard, she is quite vengeful.
So maybe it would be worth it to take some measures to get on her good side.
Yes, she is fierce. I do not want to be on the bad side.
We could always bring forth an offering for Artemis and see how she receives it.
So, I guess above board question, maybe, or a role of some kind, perhaps. Do we know? Like, we know she likes to hunt, obviously, but does she have like a particular reason why she hunts people down, or like, is it for justice or vengeance, or like just for fun, or like what draws her to one target from another?
Yeah. Make me a religion check. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, great, nice. He's good. Okay, 18.
18. I think this is true of all of the gods, but by nature, they are drawn to do things out of emotion because it is in their nature to do the things they are known for. Like Poseidon, like the sea is Poseidon. Poseidon is the sea, and Poseidon is sort of hot and cold and wrathful one moment, calm the next, and destructive one moment, and he's all of these things because the sea is, and the sea is that way because he is. So I don't think these people are sitting around, but like the gods are sitting around making conscious decisions about why do I do this and why do I do that. They just naturally are what they are, and they embody those things. So in Artemis's case, and this is one cool thing I think I've learned about all the gods is that they have an overarching theme, and hers is freedom. So when she hunts something down, it is in protection of freedom. And that might mean, people who are oppressed by the violence of a nearby monster. or maybe a woman is being forced upon by her husband, or whatever it is. And Artemis grows angry and furious at the knowledge of these things, of these injustices. So while she is this wild, sort of on the outskirts of the politics and everything, she is driven by a justice, and that justice comes out indeed as vengeance for the downtrodden and the people who are having their freedoms infringed upon. So she doesn't like people who force people to live in a certain way, or oppress people to violence. So she very much stands against, the abusive husband, the oppressive ruler, the monster at the fringes of society who hunts and kills people. She's all of these things. So she's not a bad ally to have, as long as you're not someone who's interested in tyranny.
I'm like a blind eye towards the whole slavery thing.
No, I think she would definitely not like slavery, personally. All the gods certainly don't agree on everything, right? Artemis is like this. She's not political, right? She's not out there going, "Oh no, slavery." I think she sees instances of abuse and deals with that. But I think the overarching political ideals and like constructs of civilizations such as slavery don't matter to her. What matters to her is oppression, or more directly in your face, like abuse, right? So if a slave is treated well, I don't think she'd care. But if a slave was being beaten and mistreated, she would give it to you very angry.
If we wanted glory, then this is a strange thing to say. I have heard of a war breaking out in Thrace. If you wanted Romulus, if you wanted the approval of your father, we could go there. Turning the war one way or another, turning the tide of the war one way or another could help cement the legends.
Well, yes. I mean, my father would just be happy that I'm on the battlefield fighting, regardless of whose side I think. But
as you say that, I guess you're like, I think he'd just be happy when I fought on any battlefield. You kind of do one of these. Just for a second, you see over the edge of the firelight, sitting on a stool or a log or something, with his spear is Ares, and he's tapping his fingers on his knee like he's bored as fuck. He's upset and angry, but it at you, and you're kind of look back, and he's gone.
And I think I'll say, if we seek favor with Artemis, we should try to undo any injustice that we see, any oppression that we find, anything that is limiting freedom in some way. Perhaps if we find something, we can pray to her and ask her to join us in righting that wrong.
So, why, if I might ask this question, why have we chosen Artemis as a goddess that as the god we should appeal to?
It's just an option, I think. I mean, we've not really interacted with her much at all. Not really at all.
Well, we generally have good favor with her, and I have excellent favor with her, so she would be able to lead us towards a creature of glory worth slaying. I think she's a very fitting god to help us out in this situation.
I don't think it devalues your idea about Thrace. I mean, I think these things for Artemis will be things we spot as we're on the way to doing other things. Or tales that we hear as we pass through towns, things like that. I think the Thracian War is certainly a larger campaign.
Indeed. So, now, we begin traveling to this war in Thrace, and perhaps along the way, we will find things that give us a bit more opportunity.
Opportunity.
We hunt monsters along the way to Thrace, and to satisfy both Artemis, Athena, and Apollo, and Ares. I mean,
And who knows, we may get more messages from Hermes or Iris on the way as to more of these anomalies that we should be removing. With all plan to head our way towards this large battle. I don't know how far away it is from where we are.
Yeah, do we know how far away Thrace is?
It is far to the north in the barbaric frontier. Thrace is considered barbarian land, past most Macedonia. It would be the furthest north this party has ever explored.
Accessible by
It would probably be a trip of some years.
okay.
Damn.
I say some, like, on the map I know it's like, there's the miles and whatever, but considering how much time I need to, and I'll say this broadly to the table,
Okay.
I need to kill time
No, okay.
in this adventure. I need to kill time in this adventure to be sure. So I'm probably just going to, like, at times overly extend how much time you are at sea beyond what might be considered reasonable by the grace in fact that the sea is unpredictable and everything is unmapped, and
I'm pretty sure Poseidon's not going to be too happy with us.
yeah, and whenever guys are not going to be going on the Odyssey, like we're trying to get to Thrace and you spend 10 years at sea. I'm not going to do anything like that, but Thrace is very far to the north in unmapped, uncharted territory. And that is like the Thracians in your mind, like the relation is like Thrace, barbarians. That is what you'd think of. So there's a barbarian war going on in the north somewhere.
Well, that's just one option I came up with. If Ryan wanted us to do a time skip, that's one thing we could do.
Should we stop in Athens on the way? I mean,
Yeah, that's my other option, my possibility.
And we can do that by the like. I want to be very flexible with time. So if you guys want to be like, yeah, we would love to like as a party like go interact in the war, but we don't need to like play out all of that. We can do like a time skip over years, and maybe there's skills you've learned or blessings you've gained or magic items or something. If you want to like pass the time that way, I will reward you for time passed, and we can play that out narratively if that's of your interest.
I mean, I've got a super hot wife back in Athens that I had one night with, so I kind of like to go back.
Well, that's another option. We could just head back to Athens. Theseus
Get you all married up. Everyone else should get some wives too.
Theseus has given us land. We could all spend some time developing that if we wanted. Give Dolion a chance to impregnate his wife time and time and time again.
From the other side of the fire, you see like Hera and Hestia like like on the other side of the fire. Yeah.
Essie is absolutely one of those ants who want to see the babies just to pinch their cheeks.
Yeah, I'm good for heading back to Athens, at least like as a stop on the way to what we're gonna do next.
We can figure out what we want to do at Athens too.
Yeah.
Totally valid. You guys can be like, hey, let's return home and see my wife. Take a break, celebrate.
It's the best source of news from around the area that we get to. Like, maybe that'd be. Plus, there's temples to all the gods there we can pray to and go on those routes.
We could
absolutely.
We could even take even recruit people to form some kind of mercenary company if we went up to Thrace. It's one possibility.
I mean, it seems like there's a running theme for the fights we're encountering where we're having to bring order to chaos, and I see no better allegory for that than for us to venture into these barbarian lands and civilize them.
Is it a civil war in Thrace, or are they fighting someone else? They're fighting the Greeks? We don't know. Okay. We just know there is a war in Thrace.
and
pretty far north. I think if they were fighting Greek armies, you would have heard about it. That would have been like a major like conquest, territory claiming advance from the Greek world. It would be a major event if that was going on. So you don't think so?
So it's like tribe against tribe or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably tribal warfare, Thracians battling each other, or whatever, or like centaurs, or whatever mystical phenomena is happening up there.
We could also use this as opportunity for the Greek wall to learn more about Thrace, establish connections there, perhaps.
Spread our ideals northward.
Somewhat. Civilize the barbarians.
Columbus, the Thracians.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was going to say something, but actually, never mind. We actually would be doing that. Actually, oh God.
I know.
Let's spread our culture. Let's go give them some culture.
Throm is off somewhere at this point, but I know he's down for conquest.
He'd be down.
Any way, shape, or form. So.
Yeah, Throm would be like,
Have you boys heard of Christianity? You're about to.
No. Have you heard of Zeus?
Yeah.
You heard the good word of Zeus?
You're about to.
Yeah, you got some
haven't?
gods.
Oh, it's heresy then.
Heresy.
But I like this idea.
But yeah, you guys have some options. You got some gods dancing around the fire with you. The ideals of returning home, or making children, or joining in with an unknown war for the sake of glory or conquest. Many gods dance around the fire as your ideas begin to spark true. Yeah. But it sounds like, yep, go ahead. Sorry, Candybus. What'd you say, Candybus? I think you're muted.
I said, and we are ageless demigods, so we can do both.
Mm-hmm.
You're ageless demigods.
Thracius is not in a rush to get married.
We're hot forever.
He's like, he will be hot forever. The woman want the horns eventually, but later on.
That's what the bull.
Yeah, you also know Ares is hiding out with Thrace. So if you wanted to go be around Thrace, or go be around Ares and gain his favor, or learn war from him, or whatever, that is where he has absconded in shame for the finding out of his adultery.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would argue that if any demigod of reputable military prowess were to join my war, I would want to see that individual.
What was that?
Guys, Romulos is
Not
just plastered. This one.
It chose to be on my side.
Romulus has these top boys.
It's kind of what it sounds. Yeah, it's just going for like. You sound very far away, my friend.
Oh, it should be. It's
There you go.
AirPods.
You're back.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's
You
right.
still driving?
Yes. This is factual. Yes. I was going to say basically that if I was a king that wanted demigods, then I would definitely pay them kindly for choosing to partake in my war, and not only that, to be on my side in the war when they could be in any war across Greece.
You wouldn't mind having additional estates across this continent.
I will put this out there, guys, as a fun note, and this is a very, very real thing in Greek mythology. You guys are a little undecided as what to do and where to go and what's next on your voyage. You could go consult the Oracle of Delphi.
We could.
And she could guide you as to your fates and answer questions to each most powerful oracle in Greece. That could be a fun side trip. You could return to Athens and then do a little side adventure to the Oracle of Delphi, and then go forth from there.
We could.
Where's our oracle?
Tiresias, he's back in Athens.
He's back in
Okay.
Athens. And
You have
he's not
forgotten
as
me again.
Yeah, and I have been forgotten. Well, he has responsibilities now. He's an oracle in
of the
Yeah.
Temple of
And
Athena.
he's the father of the current Oracle of, actually, no, she's probably still in. He's the father of the current Oracle of Delphi. So she and he are potent oracles.
We can go
But
back.
she would be higher. She's closer to Apollo.
And we've got a son of Apollo with us now too, so maybe.
Oracles are usually women, though, right?
They're almost always,
Gotcha.
but not exclusively. No, like
Okay.
Tiresias, he was bestowed the power of prophecy by Zeus himself, but it's much more rare.
Took his eyesight.
Yeah, well, Hera took his eyesight, and he gave it back, kind of, in a way, weirdly.
It had these crippling visions that you don't understand.
Yeah, she's like, well, I'm gonna take his eyesight. He's like, well, I'm gonna give it back. He's like, you can't second guess me. He's like, well, I can if it's prophecy. She's like, oh, fucking, I hate you. You never let me have anything. You won't let me line this guy. What the fuck? Yeah.
Ryan, when I go to bed tonight, I might try and consult with Athena and see what she knows about Thrace, and if that might be a good opportunity for us.
You might mean your riddler.
Yeah. Okay.
After this conversation, of course.
Yeah, sure.
I think too.
Every time I want to vouch for Hera, it always something always comes up that just makes it impossible.
No, she's cool. She's cool. I love her.
She makes it hard to like her though.
Well, a good way to think of Hera is that she's a god of protection, and that means herself as well. She protects herself as well.
It's not
And
always
possibly your enemies.
Yeah, it's not always a pocket to do either. So
Her shield. There's a sword behind her.
as I'm falling asleep here too, I would eventually just like to just quickly give him like thanks to my dad again for his new stick ass boots, and tell him that we accomplished the goal that we were supposed to accomplish. And I think I also want to let him know about my preliminary suspicions of Hecate. And that she's
Okay.
making plans.
Well, yeah. Why don't we do that? Why don't we have a little? I'll tell you what. Why not? We will say, yeah. You guys are sitting around, also trying to figure out what to do. A lot of thought has been going on. And I will say, sitting at the fire with you guys, not necessarily as like at the outskirts or like kind of a half vision, but sort of appearing to you at the fire, cloaked, buttoned down, sort of white, exceptionally sort of like a white tunic, a white gown, is the useful but burningly intelligent eyes of Athena. We will see that she's, as you guys are like, go, and you guys are considering kind of winding down, like what we should do. We will say that the goddess of wisdom, who is the goddess of indeed making wise decisions and a patron of adventurers, is there with you. I will say, just as a quick addendum, for you there, Dolion, in your dreams tonight, we'll say your father comes to you. And he says, of course, my son, of course. I don't hand those out to just anybody, but it's long past due that you have been having flight of your own, young man. And if you impress me, maybe you might have boots as nice as mine one day.
It's a mighty gift. I am thrilled with the one you've already given me, and I thank you very much.
Of course, my boy. You've done well. You've been most sneaky and skilled at playing all sides, and I couldn't be prouder.
You know, it's really, really fun.
Yes. Playing the middle. So risky.
You always end up on the winning side, though.
Of course, everyone needs a messenger.
So, in case you don't already know, which I'm sure you do, we completed the task given to us by Zeus through Iris.
Right.
And
Yes, we did.
this is the second time now that we've kind of run into Hecate. as an obstacle.
Hmm.
Not quite sure. I'm not going to blame her for anything, and I know that she kind of has a special place amongst you all. But
Yeah, Zeus loves her. Nobody.
yeah,
Everyone would expect what's up with that. You think there's like a weird I mean, there's 3 of her. Is there like a weird sex thing going on? I wouldn't put it past.
well, no, I mean it is Zeus, right? but I don't know. I'll leave it to you whether you think it's important enough to run up the chain, so to speak. But I'll certainly keep my eyes out for any additional.
I will bring it. I will. You know what? I need to tell him. I'll slip it in there.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll keep my eyes open for any additional signs. She's kind of in the periphery of all the things that we're dealing with here.
Of course, and for money. Don't forget. Keep an eye out for money as well. Don't be scared. Sometimes people misplace things when they're not guarding their coin purse. Anyway, I should go, and I will be sure to be very helpful to Zeus and just slip in that little detail.
And these flying boots might make it easier to say, liberate some unattentive person's treasures.
That's my boy. And he gives you like a little on the cheek. And he will bolt away as quick as he came upon boots that are very similar, but certainly beyond what you currently possess. But the idea of them becoming more maybe one day.
I think I always have, like, after I see him in my dreams, I always have really exciting, like, heist movie dreams afterwards.
Yeah. I just want to go fast. That's what the dreams are. But anyway, back around the campfire, as all of you are like considering what to do and settling down, I will say Athena is kind of there, present, sitting, and like truly present and cognizant of you all, and she doesn't disappear. You may ask her wisdoms if you were curious.
Hello, mother.
Yes.
I offer a drink first off, as a good host should.
She will accept it, and she will drink from it sparingly.
We're discussing.
She kind of does it in politeness, and she like puts it down. You don't get the sense she's used to drinking ambrosia. Like this is.
She's thankful for the gesture, but it's disgusting.
Basically,
yeah. Mortal stop.
Fishing village wine. How kind.
Are you trying to dull my wit?
Give her some olives. They're her thing.
Okay,
I told my wit it's impossible.
You can really taste the fermented fish. Wow.
I mentioned to her how good news that fallen philosopher dead in the ground, turned into worms. We smashed him.
Well done. Excellence.
Well,
the legend will only grow with the telling of this tale.
We are discussing amongst ourselves where to go next. Some are thinking about hunting a great creature. That we might seek Artemis's aid for that. We could return to Athens. Dolion as a wife, he would love to return to, of course. And I've thought about when we might carve our legends. And I've heard that there is a war happening north of here in Thrace.
She says this broadly to the group. My question would be, what is this group's priority? What do you wish to gain? Are you wishing for glory to further garner your legend and your fame? Are you wishing for fortune? Are you wishing to test your skill? Or tell me what it is that you wish, what you want to get out of your adventures. Is it the veneration and acknowledgement of Artemis herself? Or another god? What is your task? There's no wrong answer. But by knowing this, you may be able to understand better what you would like to do.
Thrasius, he wants to change the perception of Minotaurs from just a bunch of savages into, like, a respected people, like, the elves or the dwarves are.
Then you will fail. At least for now, you will fail.
And well, yeah, do I know where I might at least build the foundations for that?
What you ask for is a complicated task, and one that will not be done in a night. A beast can be slain in an evening. A glory and a legend can begin to be spread in a month. But to make monsters into men, now that is something that will need to be rewritten entirely.
Well, in that
We need to
case,
change the foundations of the culture of Greece. Not impossible. It will not happen overnight. It'll be a long journey.
well then,
You have made strides in this already in your personal glories, working alongside other demigods. You are showing the very best of what a Minotaur can be.
well then I must continue to build my own legend.
It shall not hurt your cause. It shall not hurt your cause. But you must also understand that you cannot drag a people to an end that they are not willing to meet you with. It is not in you that all Minotaurs may be redeemed. Helped in their image, yes, but it must be the Minotaurs that must seek this end.
I agree.
One Minotaur, one man who does impossible things is an exception. It must be the group, it must be the whole that proves themselves. You understand?
I see.
And you are also blessed with my blood. You will always be seen as the exception, Thrasius. The best of them, certainly, but the exception. You must change the rule, and you cannot do that. Your people must. So for now, I recommend you do just what you said. Build your legends, build your glory. Let the word on people's lips when it comes to Minotaurs be Thrasius, great Thrasius. And then in time, when you reunite with your people, it'll be upon them to change the world how they are seen. If they are able, and if they are willing.
I see. Thank you.
A worthy goal, but a difficult one.
Does anyone else have questions for Athena?
She asked us what.
This might be a personal you and her thing. I don't know.
No, this is for everybody. She's sitting there at the fire with all of you. She looks around broadly.
Oh, yeah.
Says, what is it that you all wish to achieve on your adventures? What is it that you want?
I have always wanted to be recognized and remembered as the greatest of the sons of Hermes.
A worthy goal, glory. Glory is a good end to find. It is through glory that your name lives on long after you die. It is through glory that legends are made forever. Immortality, true immortality is gained. There are many options for you. You spoke of Thracia. If you were to win a great war in the name of Ares and Thrace, surely your name will be remembered. If you were to go and return to Athens, which is becoming quite the center of information and trade, if you were to do something in service of your long friend and king there, I'm sure your legend will grow all the quicker. There are many options, many ends, many means. But what of the rest of you? Is it also glory?
My duty as a demigod is glory, but my want is to simply spread my mother's love.
And I'm sure it is through her that you will succeed in the spreading of love. But there can be glory in this as well. For glory brings fame, and with fame brings people, and in those people you may serve your mother's will. And son of Ares, does your heart pound to meet your father in Thrace and battle alongside barbarians?
Well, it does. And I just wanted to be said that I myself respect you a great deal, Goddess of Wisdom. But I believe that I must speak to my father in the only way that, well, I know how. But while you are here, I can't help but ask myself, why is it that Zeus's wife was punished, but you yourself have not been?
Now that is a great curiosity. And I'd be interested to hear what you think.
I am honored to know that you value my opinion.
I always value opinions of all, so long as they are indeed ones worth their weight in wisdom, logic, reason, these things.
May I?
So what does your reason tell you?
I would guess that, well, Athens is a very important city in the future of Greece, and what is a city without its patron goddess? That being said, you are also the goddess of wisdom, and perhaps if Zeus were to punish the goddess of wisdom in what you obviously deem to be a wise decision in imprisoning Zeus for that time, then what does that say about, well, wisdom as a force of the universe? Is it flawed? Is it not without failure? So I believe that you are going unpunished because, well, Zeus needs wisdom to legitimize his rule. Would I be far off?
From everything you have seen of my father's rule, do you believe it is wisdom that stays the hands of the other gods?
Probably his divine justice, aka his lightning bolt, that can smite, well, all of you.
To rule with power and fear, and the threat of that power being brought down upon traitors, does not mean one can't rule wisely as well. But as well as I am wisdom, it is not I who sit upon the throne. And as well as he is power, he sits upon the throne. It is an interesting debate as to why I have gone, at least publicly, unpunished. And perhaps it is all of you who should debate that. Wisdom gained is better than wisdom given. But I digress. The son of Ares wishes to learn and fight with his father, not an unsurprising task. And so lastly, to you, my half-sister, I look to Vasaliki, what is it that you wish to gain in all of these travelings so far from home with men? In these civilized lands of Greece? What is it that you wish from these travels?
I suppose Thrasius and I are of one mind. I am seeking glory.
And to all of you I say it seems clear. You wish to make legends of yourselves and glory for yourselves. And at least one of you wishes to know the ways and powers of Ares in his personal exile. He makes fights with the barbarians of Thracia. It would not be a poor end, but know that that journey would be a long one. And that wars are not won overnight. If you were to go to Thrace, I foresee that you would all make great names for yourselves there. In pitted battles and wars and fights, your names will be known throughout Greece when you return many years later. But I also foresee that there are events unfolding in Greece, great events that may go missed while you're away.
And what are those events? Would you be so kind just to tell us?
I am the goddess of wisdom, not the goddess of news, unfortunately. So if you wish to try and figure out what other thing... Oh, sorry, you're muted there.
I said, that's Dolion's dad.
That is Dolion's father, Romulos. If you wish to learn of potential other glories to be achieved in Greece, you'll have to seek those out. Such is all part of the adventure.
Thrasius might be a good man to ask for that.
Perhaps. Or the Oracle of Delphi herself. Perhaps it's long past due that all of you great warriors, whose names are growing known more and more, come to understand what your fate is to be. Prophecies of your glories, or whatever else you wish to ask of the thinking of. Many options before you. But I will leave you now. I will always be here so long as reason guides you. And she will leave the firelight and into the dark.
I mean, this family have a way of, I don't know. Maybe I can see you're never afraid to say the thing that everyone else wants to say but doesn't.
Well, perhaps we should check in on Athens and then go to the Oracle of Delphi and figure out where we're supposed to be.
And if we're not supposed to be anywhere, then we go north.
We are fateless after all, so it may be difficult to ascertain where we are supposed to be.
That is very true.
I guess I kind of see it that we still have fates, but we can just choose to ignore them.
No, yes.
But I believe the fates of others are probably the most important in this scenario. It should be less about where we should be and more about who needs the most help. What is the biggest event happening?
Yes. And by the way, I think Athena's punishment is that she has to be more directly involved in our lives on a day-to-day basis. a much more mundane task than her normal godly duties.
What a terrible curse.
I'm sure her punishment will reveal itself in time.
Or perhaps it's something much more interesting in that whatever we decide it was supposed to be is what it ends up being. But she does seem to be around more than she has in the past.
Yeah, maybe that's a good explanation for my change in how I'm running the gods lately. Is maybe Zeus is more like, okay, you fuckers, it's time to whip you into shape. Get down there and.
It's time for micromanagement.
You're gods. You're omniscient within your realms. Don't micromanage. Go on. Go. So we will say then, sleep comes to all of you. You dream as you wish. And your plan as you wake up the next morning, your Captain Silas goes, so where are we going now? You have climbed to the top of a mountain. You have dined with the gods and apparently rewrote the natural order of things in your kutas and whatnot. And slain a worm guy. So are we going now? Are we returning back to
we return to Athens.
We go home.
The men will be glad to return to their wives.
And their mistresses.
And of course, their mistresses. But we don't talk about okay. We return to Athens! And there's a from the warriors who are proud to return home. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna journey home. I'm gonna have all 5 of you roll a d20 for random encounter along the way.
Okay, awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
Can I try to map the coast or like improve my map? I don't know how much I was able to do.
You could attempt to map better. Yep. Go ahead and make a survival check at advantage.
Okay, cool.
Let me know. Did anybody roll an 18 or higher? You did?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I did too.
You did? Oh shit. Okay.
How much trouble are we in?
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna make trouble.
Oh boy. Let me guess, it's gonna be like a dragon or something.
It's something to increase our legends.
While the shit was going down on Olympus, like, what was happening down here? Like, was there like
A terrible thunderstorm.
yeah, like
No, he would be gone. It's only sunny days.
yeah.
Well,
Not a cloud in the sky.
definitely at different times while you're up on Mount Olympus. There's no real way to like show that unless I'm like just straight up like above board, like this is what's happening elsewhere. Maybe I could play into that with our son of Apollo, who does have prophetic power. Yeah, when you talked to like Poseidon and he got angry, there was a storm at sea. When the coup happened and Zeus was gone, the natural order things started to sort of shake up a little bit. So absolutely, when you talk to the gods and it got an emotional reaction out of them or distracted them, it absolutely had an effect on the mortal world in every case. Okay, guys, it's time for an adventure. We're gonna go around. All right, Candybus, roll me my first D10.
A D10. All right. We got ourselves an 8.
Okay.
You take 8,000 points of damage.
Could have been worse.
Very interesting indeed. Okay. Okay, this is good. Yes, good. Okay, what do we got here? No, none of these guys. No, you're. How about now? You're long since going. Okay, I got a good one. Okay, I think I got a pretty good one. You guys come upon what looks to be a shipwreck. You kind of start to see things going by. You start to see, debris of some kind of like lost ship gone by, and then you see, in a very Will Turner kind of way, there's like a man on a piece of wood who's just sort of drifting at sea, and someone goes, and they are going to like reel this individual in. They go, he's still alive! And this is just like some it looks like a warrior of some kind, but a sailor. And he's like, all laying there, and he coughs up some water, some salt, and like, easy. And he and he looks around and sees you all and goes, where am I? What happened?
We found you in the water and pulled you onto our boat.
Of course we did. You must help me. Yes, you must help me, my lord. He must still be alive. He is a demigod after all. Please, won't you help me? You seem divine yourselves.
What is his name?
He is. His name is Sarpedon, a former king of Crete.
Okay.
You have all met Sarpedon. He was one of the brothers of Minos, and at the time, he was a prince of Crete. Under his brother's rule, Minos, but according to this man, he is no longer a prince of Crete.
Where is he?
Because we were shipwrecked. I don't remember exactly what happened. Let me think. Roll me a d10, Thrasius.
Okay. Two.
A d20, a d10, a d10.
A D10. Okay, sorry.
It works either way. We can use that actually.
Okay. Okay, it's you then.
Okay, we'll stick with the two.
Do you want me to roll the new dice or just stick with the?
No, that's fine. It's below 10, so it doesn't matter. It's all good. Works for me.
Okay.
And lastly, I would like Vasaliki to roll me a d10. Five. He goes, it was the strangest thing. We were attacked by some kind of warrior, but he was covered in blackened armor, like he had flame within him, like some kind of servant of terrible Hades himself, and he destroyed our ship, and we were cast adrift.
Ryan, is it possible for me to cast augury and try to know
Sure.
if the man is alive?
Yeah, absolutely. So Thrasius goes down and he goes, like, if we seek out Sarpedon, will he be alive? And the signs will tell you, yes, Sarpedon lives.
Good news, your king is alive. Your friend, your lord is alive.
Oh, thank the Olympians. Thank the Olympians. We were wrecked at sea. I do not know where he is, but he must need help. Our ship was wrecked. He must be adrift still.
How long ago
Will
did
you
this
help?
happen?
Yes.
I don't know. I passed out and I was on the sea, and it was sometime in the evening. We were looking for somewhere to moor, and we were coming upon this island, and then we were struck. It must have been maybe yesterday, perhaps.
Does that match with the we see on the ship?
Does it match with what we see on the ship?
I mean, like, does the map?
Like, there is no ship.
It's
It's
There's no
just
ship.
debris.
It's
oh,
dust.
never mind. Sorry.
It's all good. It's just debris.
All
You
right.
can continue to cast. I think there might be I don't know if there's any stipulations around augury, but I'm pretty sure you can keep casting them.
Okay, hang on, let me
Want to.
checking.
I think there's like a 25% chance it gives you a false answer, maybe.
Yeah, each time you cast it again, it like increases by 25% or something like that.
That's true. You could gamble with with another augury.
I say we just try to find Sarpedon.
I agree.
Oh, thank you, mighty Amazon, and very attractive man.
Did we
Like, what's
pass,
her name? What you doing?
did we pass by any islands like before we saw this guy that we could turn back to and search?
No, you didn't pass by any. You guys have been barely following the shoreline, I imagine. Well, I'll tell you what, Captain Silas, who's very experienced at sea, he goes, I mean, he's not like, he's thirsty, but he does not seem like, are you overly hungry? And he goes, I mean, I'm hungry, but I mean, I could go for some food. He goes, what? He's not starving, which means it probably only did happen yesterday. Otherwise, he'd be starving to death, yes? So chances are, wherever this island is, it's probably close. So what do you say, demigods? Shall we embark on an adventure to rescue the demigod Sarpedon? Or shall we say fuck him and go continue on to Athens?
What are we waiting for? Let's go find Sarpedon.
Good search.
And Vasiliki's like, dang it, because you were trying to map.
Yeah.
This is gonna ruin my maps.
Well, you might find a new island. We can name it.
Oh, Vasaliki, on the break, you could have just map out more of Greece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the plan.
How'd you do on your roll?
I only got 12.
Okay, you map out pretty much what you knew already. Up until I'll give you a little bit more of the coast. I'll reveal a little bit more of the coast because some of it's easy, and then you start to like feel a little uncertain about distances, and you kind of stop after a little bit.
Okay.
But I'll give you like this much more. You get like a little extra chunk in there, but then you're like, no, getting a little. Everything's starting to look a little the same, and you don't want to like ruin your map, so you kind of stop. And you know, as a navigator, like you can mark down like islands you've been to, but once you lose sight of the shoreline, once you get into deep water, there's no telling how far anywhere is from anything. The tides are pretty difficult to navigate. So you guys start sailing away from the shoreline. Yes?
Sorry. Can I use elevated sight to see if I can see the island?
Sure. You guys lose track. So the guy's like, oh yeah, we were further from the shore. So you want to get away from the shore. So you guys leave the shoreline behind. And by the time that it's disappeared on the horizon, you're some miles out into the deep sea, and all the men get a little more tense. You send your vision up high into your father's realm. Go ahead and make a perception check. I'll give you advantage because of a bird's eye view.
These dice are hilarious.
Oh. Yeah, I just changed it. 13.
13. You're struggling. You don't find anything, unfortunately. But luckily, you're not the only person on the ship keeping an eye out. You do eventually hear, there, land ho! You look on. Unfortunately, you are not attacked. but you look on to see this island in the distance, which is green, and you notice that the temperature becomes very comfortably warm closer you get. Like the chill of the sea and the sea spray, while still present, becomes quite pleasant as the heat sort of turns up and everything becomes quite idyllic here. Without issue, your ship is going to go forward towards this island, and you are going to moor up into this island and jump off the side of your ship and onto the shoreline, and your feet kind of go through the water. And it's a really lovely island. The sand is silky white. There's no stones or anything to harm your feet, which is not usual. You find that the trees here are thick and green and verdant. You are also going to find that there's a great deal of like the grass is like golden yellow, but not in like a dying, ugly way, but like in kind of like a beautiful way, almost like grain. And it's just like, it's lovely here. It's very idyllic. It's very wonderful.
Were there any traces of a shipwreck?
Make me a survival check to go, or an investigation to go up and down the beach.
Guidance.
And look. Sure, yeah, guys.
Cool.
Seems like worse places to be shipwrecked.
25.
25. 25. You go looking around, and yeah, you do see some shipwreck. You also, it's hard to see in sand, but with a 25, your keen senses do avail you. And you look around the island with some intensity, and you are indeed going to find there seems to be a lot of foot traffic in and around the sea. It looks like people have been down here at the shoreline recently. And with a 25, I'll go so far as to say that like near the tree line, you do go and you do see some remnants of what was been like a rudimentary campfire. Like somebody survived, or some people survived and started setting up and then left.
Okay.
This is also an island of cliffs. I'll put that out there. You get onto this beautiful beach, and what surrounds you is these like high top cliffs, almost mountainous. So there is a great deal of elevation to this island.
I'll tell the party about the campsite, and can I follow the trail?
Yeah, the trail gets easier to find. Like once you find it on the beach, and you get past that into like the dirt of the mainland, the trail gets a lot easier to follow. So finding it was the hard part. Following it will be easier.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. You are going to start to follow. It takes a while. It takes like a little expedition begins. Do you bring any of your Athenian warriors, by the way, or do you guys just follow it as demigods? As is.
I'll follow Vasaliki.
As will I.
Me too.
We'll
Why
bring
not?
a unit of 6 with us. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You want to bring a unit? Like you want to bring like 10 guys?
Oh, sure.
Sure, why not? Yeah, whatever. That's like I'd say that's probably like a third of your crew. Okay, you start climbing and making your way up through the mountain. This is beautiful land. This is a very nice island. It's very verdant. Things seem to grow really well, despite the at some points in the island, very sort of like high rocky cliffs. Good land, good soil. Not that I think any of you really acknowledge that, but it just seems idyllic. It seems really nice. It's a good place. But there is something, especially for you, Romulus. There is something about this place that feels familiar in its energy. Something beyond mortals here.
Ooh.
You make your way up and up and up, and you're going to kind of come through the brush, and you're going to begin to hear the sound of people ahead. In fact, quite a great deal of people. Are you going to approach sort of stealthily, ambush-wise, or do you just kind of proudly step forth?
I'll cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay, you tell the men to hold back, and then you guys want to stealth ahead?
Yeah, so we can kind of see what's going on first before we act.
I was gonna.
All right, why don't we get a group stealth check?
I was gonna take to the trees anyways.
Very
Sure.
wise, very wise.
So we get to
Wise.
add 10 in addition to what we get on the die, right? And
Correct.
just a number.
Plus 10. Call him as you got him.
33.
Damn. Thorm's guarding the ship, by the way.
I got a 31, I think it is.
Dang.
Should I roll for stealth?
I got a natural 1 for a 12.
Oh, fuck. For 12. Fuck.
Ha!
13. Actually, 13.
I get a 13
Oh,
as
13.
well.
Double 13. All right. Romulus?
30.
30. All right, guys. I
Thanks
think
for
that's
the carry.
pretty good. The giant minotaur and the bard, unsurprisingly, are not quiet. And the rest of the three are just like, or maybe it's your
Sand in
pass out of
between my
trace that's like,
toes.
yeah, like Candybus is like complaining about the hike, and luckily the pass out of trace is sort of dampening the volume of his voice, and Thrasius has just got a lot of bulk, so he's kind of like snapping branches and under his hooves and off of his shoulders. And luckily, again, pass out of trace dampens it to a degree, but these are legendary figures in their unstealthiness, so to a degree. And you guys approach the edge of, as you come to the brush, you sort of like look past, and you find what looks to be a thriving polis. There are people here with well-made homes, maybe as well-made as in Athens. Thriving markets, happy people, built at the height of the island. I think for those of you who are, I think it occurs to you, son of Athena, that the polis has been built on high ground, which is a very intelligent way and defensible way to build a home on an island. And the place is thriving. People seem to be well fed. The markets are full of food, and not just like shitty rotting fish, but like even so far as to say grain. And you're just like sitting there in the brush, like looking around, and it seems to be like a thriving city or community. More so than any island you've ever been on.
Is there any sign of Sarpedon?
Nope.
Does it look like there's any outsiders, or do they all seem to be the same people?
Define outsiders.
I don't know if they're like all in tribal gear, and then there's like someone in a toga. Like, I guess the toga would be in a. I don't know.
I know what you mean. Someone who sticks out. I got you. Why do you make an insight check?
Okay.
Or perception, either or. I'll give you either.
The definition of barbarian to the Greeks, you know?
Yeah, I'm wearing pants. Is anyone wearing pants?
Yeah.
This is my 4th nat 20 of the day.
So are those shoes?
You're gonna have to be
Yes.
very unlucky for the rest of the day, Sariah.
Sorry, you're about to bang your toe 5 times.
No.
And
She shows up
on
next
a
week.
Lego.
I'm missing I lost a toe.
So 26.
Okay. People here are in togas. Like nobody here is in like furs and tribal. Like this isn't like the Amazons where they just like wear some furs and basically have their tits out and are just like running around, whatever. Like people are in nice, well-woven like linens, generally speaking. Like again, you've never seen an island with this sort of quality, especially one that you don't know of, with this sort of quality of life and goods too. Like there was no sign of a port or trade, but things seem to be going well. You're looking around. You're definitely identifying like the guards. They seem to be wearing well enough gear for guards. But you will notice there are a couple of men in the market. There's maybe like 3 of them who look a little more veteran. And they are wearing... Actually, you know what? I'll give it to you. It's subtle. But their skin tone is a little bit more sunburnt in places, a little more like salt burned. Like they've spent a lot more time at sea and they look a little more veteran. If Sarpedon, previous prince of Crete, was at sea, chances are he was in the company of some veteran warriors, and the scarring of these individuals would suggest that. And if he was this far away from Crete, it means he's probably been at sea for a long time. So you're taking a guess here. Maybe those guys? They look veteran. They look like they've been at sea longer than everybody else here. They seem happy. They're not like dressed for success. They have daggers in their belts, but that's it.
Are they under guard or are they just milling around?
Milling about? There are guards around, but they're not like being escorted.
Perhaps we should make ourselves known, but let's not just hop out of this bush.
Just circle back along the road.
Sure, officer, you can see my license. We're here to help. Okay, so what's the plan? What are we doing?
We're gonna like circle back to a road and like enter the village.
Not from like
Yeah.
you know, an Amazon from the brush isn't unalarming. No, yeah, okay.
Ogeron.
You guys, yeah, you guys try and find a way to like approach. I'll tell you what. Make me Vasaliki, seems like you're leading the way here. I'm gonna have you make like a. I think fittingly enough, considering your modifier, I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check to try and like approach.
Can I give a bardic inspiration in preparation of this?
Guidance. I give her
You
guidance.
can, but it would be funny if you didn't. You can. No, I can.
I give her guidance as well.
I
you gotta-
believe in you. I believe that you can do this.
Yeah, so
You're
so
very
Vasiliki
inspiring.
Yeah, so Vasaliki, one of the more like intimidatingly built women you've been with, and kind of intimidating just in, you know, whatever, and like with a spear of lightning goes, all right, we're going to approach this village unthreateningly with an exact, and you guys are like, okay, yeah, guidance, is like, follow me. And then like leaves like a war. You're like, okay, load up the bed, load up the.
Yeah.
Yes, you roll bad. Okay, give it a D8. Give it a D4.
With the motive potential for an ability check, you can roll the D8 twice and take the higher.
Oh, okay.
So you can roll for
Yeah.
8.
That still be a 13.
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
7, so 6 plus 7 is 13, right? Or
24.
You rolled a
5, and then
6 plus
I
7.
did
6, 7.
6
I
plus-
believe it was just the first one.
Yeah, which is
it-
so 13. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 5 or the 7.
5 plus the 8, yeah, 15.
Got it. So you guys like so basically the entire way you're walking there, and Thrasius is like blessing you in the name of Athena that you will confront these people in a way of reason. And Candybus is like okay, just relax, like okay, steer down a little bit, like, you know, whatever. And you would have not succeeded. So you're like, okay. You're like taking Candybus's advice and persuasion. And yeah, you generally approach on a 13 a little like non-threateningly. You approach with an appearance more of like more glorious than threatening. So while you are still going to approach with, you know, Athenian warriors and a group of like half gods, you will approach more like the Avengers as opposed to like a conquering army. Yeah, you're like, take me to Sarpedon. They're like, ooh, ah.
Where's
And they're
Thorm
like,
when you
"Oh."
need him, man?
Yeah, Thorm's like, ah! Oh, sorry, I got excited. No, Thorm's at the ship. He's watching the ship. And the people are generally like, wow. They come over and like interested, like, look at that. So many visitors as of late. Yes, oh wow. They come forward, and some of the guards are there, like warily. One of like the sergeants comes forward and says, "Welcome, travelers from abroad. Are you a friend of Sarpedon? We thought we had gathered up all of his people who survived his wreck."
We came upon his wreck while sailing by and came to help him, but it seems he has already found assistance.
I see. May I say, you are most persuasive, demigod. It's good to see. Very well. If you would wish to treat with our king, I'm sure he would be happy to receive you.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Very well. Yes. He starts taking you, and I'll say, is the sailor with you? You brought the sailor that you pulled out of the sea?
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't see why we'd leave him behind. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
He's basically a demigod.
No, he's just some guy for sure. He goes, what of my lord Sarpedon? And I goes, oh, your lord Sarpedon is a guest to the king. They're meant to dine this evening, I believe. They have been brought to the palace and shown every courtesy. Great. Okay, awesome.
Well, we
you
would
are
like to
brought.
meet this king.
And yeah, the sergeant and his guards sort of forming up with you, as much to escort you as to, you're demigod, so it's almost laughable. It's like, there's as many guards as there are demigods, and then you've got all your Athenian warriors, and it's like, it's laughable. You could take the village if you want to. But nonetheless, they escort you to what is not a palace, but like a very nice residence. It's probably on par, if not it's probably 2 or 3 times the size of your home, Candybus, in Athens. So it is a palace, but there's no spires or anything. So it's like a 2-story, 4 bath. There's a guest wing. Property value is excellent. And you are escorted in. You are brought in through the sort of lobby way, where there's fine decoration and whatnot. And you are brought into the, with the permissions of the various stewards and slaves and whatever, into the central hall, where it seems like the place is being prepared for a bit of a feast. And amongst them, you are going to see there is a man who is endowed in kingly robes. He is young. He's a young king. And he looks like he's sort of arranging the hall for like a feast, essentially. He's making sure everything is in its place. And he turns around and sees you all. The sergeant says, he bows, and he says, King Lycomedes, I bring before you the demigod friends of King Sarpedon, who have come to your shores in seek of who is their friend, and to ensure his safety and well-being. I thought it prudent to bring him before your gates, and with the approval of your stewards and personal guard, I present them to you now. Heroes of Olympus. And the king goes, he looks at how many of you there are. You definitely see the initial oh, fuck. This is a lot to deal with if I had to, right? Like, this is definitely a security issue. But he goes, and you see it, it's only a moment. And then he goes, welcome to my halls, demigods. You honor us with your presence here. So many honored guests and so vital your appearances are. I apologize, I am overwhelmed. I, indeed, am King Lycomedes of the island of Skyros. This island is blessed, and we welcome you. Will you feast with us this evening?
I would love to.
Excellent. We had rescued, it seems, a friend of yours, the former prince of Crete. We were excited to hear his tales of the wider world, and maybe you might share as well some events and goings-ons. We are very distant from the mainland and don't get news often of what's happening in the wider world. So come, make yourself at ease if you need to wash up. We will make rooms available to you. We shall dine, and we shall learn of the wider world as well. At that time, Sarpedon comes in, who is dressed well, dressed in comfort with a good look on his face. He does also look a little, well, he's a demigod, so he's not like sunburned or anything, but he looks to have been out at sea for a while. You can see it on his face, and he sees you all. He's aged a bit at this point. Some gray, it's weird, some gray has come to his hair at this point, but his face looks as youthful as the last time you saw him. Almost like the rest of you, in that you don't really seem to age. Not to say that he doesn't age, he just looks very fresh. He goes, "My, what's an honored surprise! Welcome. You've come my rescuers, are you?" He comes and hugs each one of you, kisses each of you on the cheek, and says, "What brings you so deep into the sea? I was surprised to find refuge with the king here in Skyros, and now all of you have arrived. You didn't come just for me, did you?"
We found one of your crewmates drifting in the ocean alive.
He'll look over at him and say, "The good man he is. Welcome back. Many of the crew survived. You should go to the servants' quarters. There's many of them waiting there." He goes, "Yes, my lord. I'm glad to see you are well, my lord." And that sailor will leave to go reunite with his companions. And he goes, "Come, sit. The Greek world has changed much since last we met at the calling of Zeus. Let us feast and let us share news. Indeed, much has happened where I've come from my part of the world. I'd be interested to hear what has happened in yours." And with that, we'll call a session to the end. And next session, you guys will have a rare opportunity to learn of news from the broader world.
Okay. I'm curious about why did he get kicked out by his brother?
Yeah,
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet, but I'm sure that's a story worth.
I mean, we have
Really?
an idea as to why. There was a
there's
bit of a love
possible
triangle.
Yeah, there's a possibility there for sure. That could have bubbled over. Oh boy! All right, guys. I hope you had a great. Hope you had a good session. We'll pick her up next week. But
We'll figure it out. But
yeah,
we want to do next week.
We'll deal with these guys. We'll go to Athens, and sure, no matter what, there's going to be some glories lined up for next week, no matter what. So we'll get to some more glory seeking next week. It'll be great.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Well, I'll catch you up with you next week. Have a good one. Take care.
Good session,
Good
guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.